get into that home run state very, very quickly. But here we are, just staying very patient right with zoning, knowing that they can't be super up close against the Mitsuru, else it'll spell danger for him.
Yeah, Mitsuru really able to close the gap with Boudoir, but currently just pressuring, and a very nice 5A punish on that close range Boudoir. You can't really do that for free. Yep, solid combo. Getting some runs.
Nezo's defense right before this was so good. Just you saw them IBing everything that TiraMitsuru was really just sending out, really showing that, hey, I know exactly what you want to be doing, and I'm going to be able to stop it. But here we go.
Yeah, immediate burst there from Mitsuru. It's always risky to burst this early, especially when you're losing, right? Like when you're not at a position to win on the next hit, it's always scary. And yeah, it kind of bites him in the butt there. Really solid play from Sandy Balls, which is an incredible name, by the way.
Yes, it is. It is very good. But also, you already see them in that install really early in the round. This is going to be exactly what they're looking for, right? This is where it turns Junpei into that sort of quote-unquote real character and makes him a real threat as getting those high damage combos. But TiraMitsuru doing a good job zoning him out. As soon as I say that, the slide coming in from downtown, giving Nezo Sandy Balls a chance.
Yeah, and Sandy Balls has a lot of runs right now. Ups his damage. Yeah, here we go. This is going to hurt a lot. Is this death? I imagine with the one more burst it is.
Yeah, because you're
meter for it.
But you're outside of Awakening, so I think it should be able to guarantee it.
Yep, nice. That was a clean sweep. A grand slam, you could say.
A grand slam.
A grand slam.
But yeah, excellent stuff. I'm very curious to see what TiraMitsuru's game plan is going to be going into the second game, right? Because a lot of it was just Nezo was super on point with having those just really patient defense moments, and then being like, oh, you're going to overextend here, punish accordingly.
Yeah, I think the coudoirs is what killed him, right? Like the close range coudoirs, they're just straight up jab punishable. So trying to steal turns and not spacing them properly will just end up killing you. And when you eat a jab from Junpei, it's not a whole lot of damage, but you're giving him basically free runs, right? And the runs are his win condition. Yeah, and unfortunately 2B tries to catch the anti-air. It connects, but does not go into the 2C because Junpei actually landed. Yep, good DP, gets out, starting to play some neutral. At this point, you kind of have to keep Junpei out, but ID is going to bring Junpei right in. Yep, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, and not ready to block the JV right there, but force the burst. Yeah, you kind of, I feel it, like you said, unfortunate to have to burst this early, but you kind of have to show it. But an early throw right here, going to be good for TiraMitsuru to maybe get their own game plan going, catch sweep.
Good sweep, no confirm onto the fatal counter, no confirm also. But here we go, Mitsuru getting things started, showing why that burst was valuable, and forces one of Junpei's. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
This will not kill. Yep.
No, not Awakening.
Pressure.
But that was a good challenge right there from both Nezo Sandy Balls, but an even better challenge from TiraMitsuru right there. Able to finally secure a round, showing some signs of life.
Yeah, secures a round 2 without Junpei entering SSJ too, which helps a lot. Nice,
okay,
good throw. Gonna get some decent damage here. More importantly, get those runs.
Yeah, we'll enter Victory Cry off this as well, which I think is going to be the most important part, and this is where the party gets started right here.
Yep. At this point, you're eating a lot of damage. You have another chance. I think your goal in this match at this point is not necessarily to win, it's just to get first, right? Because it's going to be a very uphill battle, but gets the DP and can finally get something started.
Yeah. DP's out, though, from Nezo's end right here. TiraMitsuru trying to delay it, like you said, building that burst gauge up, knowing it's going to be dangerous. But the SB tackle ends up securing the trip guard right there for Nezo, and now they're on match point.
Nezo saying, you know what, I love neutral. Let me just slide in real quick. Getting some solid damage. Both characters staring at each other. Very good 5A on the sweep feint. Yeah, forces the burst. Luckily played well enough to get that burst back in the last round, so had a way to get out of the corner. And now Mitsuru, nice roll, rolls out, back to mid-screen, tries to go for the throw, nice backdash. Yeah, and this is going to be death with the one more burst. Yeah, you are dead. That is it.
Yeah, excellent stuff from Nezo right there. Just having the patience to be able to, wait until their burst was up and knew that they could secure any kill with a guaranteed OMB hit right there.
Persona, the matches are so fast. Everything just explodes all the time. Did I imagine his Risei? And it is. Versus Shadow Naoto. Again, if you do not watch Persona regularly, Shadow Naoto is one of the characters of all time. Literally can erase you off any hit by incrementing the fate, which you see in the top left underneath the Persona cards, and immediately starts to increment it with the gunshots. When they have 0 fate, if you get hit by either of the light or dark supers, you literally just die. The match is just over. And it carries between rounds.
Yep.
Anyway, it's split in half if you're at 0. But.
And the even scariest part, this character is still insane even if you don't engage with that mechanic at all, right? You're going to see CousinLover end up going to just clear out the curse gauge, and we'll pop Frenzy right here because they are going to look to just secure this round right here, and this is insane!
Yeah, you are absolutely dead. Kicker, get her out of here. You're off the stage, Risei.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what a match start. Yeah, Naoto a character that like not only can just win, but also has a really solid game plan. She does so much damage.
Yeah, and you also saw right there not going for any of the IK super, so still up with 7 curse, which means you're able to get this game plan going a little bit quicker right here. Good use of the JC to catch Jolteo out right here. Jolteo has to play very patient on Risei, right? Has to be very calculated with some of these options, but if you can get the Oki started, some scary things can happen if the players aren't prepared for it.
Yep, exactly. We'll see if we get those notes out. No notes, just going for the scan line Oki. Nice block. Yeah, Risei in this matchup using the shield, reflects all of the bullets, but nice dodge on the gunshot. Yep, good DP out. Get out, you don't need to be there.
Yeah, now having that parry DP is, both these characters actually having parry DP is very effective against the projectile zoning they bring on each other.
Oh, he misses the 5A meaty and unfortunately gets hit for it. Gonna eat a good amount of damage. Yep, just a solid combo. Yeah, good zoning.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful though. This match has gone on long enough that even getting confirmed, CousinLover has their Shadow Frenzy back, so they just need 1 hit to be able to guarantee it. We will OMB to keep yourself safe right here. Yeah,
very smart, using every option, every single thing in the toolbook. But now Jolteo is completely out of options, and with that straight hit, could be death here in the corner, and it is. CousinLover takes the first game with Shadow Naoto without any fate abuse at all, just solid Naoto gameplay.
Yeah, and that's you know, like what we were talking about before, right? This character is still incredibly dominant, incredibly terrifying, even if you don't engage with that mechanic at all. As well as it also puts a layer on your opponent is concerned about it, even if you aren't. Because they're like, oh, I could just die at any time. I'm at 0. I have to play super safe. Or they have the mindset of I have to play super risky because I'm just going to die if I get hit anyways. But even if you're not playing on that access, you can really make a lot happen right here. So let's see what Jolteo can do to adjust their game plan. They're no, you know, stranger to fighting against Shadow Naoto, someone who's been playing this game for forever, it feels like.
Yeah, they knocked me out of bracket at Frosty's with the Risei. Just very solid in general. And yeah, Naoto's one of those characters that mental stacks you just by being on the screen. You know what I mean? Like, the game plan against them is so different than what everyone else is. It's a very terrifying experience to fight a good Shadow Naoto, and CousinLover kind of cooking.
Nice use of parry backdash right there to try to get out, but Jolteo still able to keep the mix going. Parry DP will work, though, in the CousinLover's favor, so able to take the turns up and gets the cross-up JC, forcing a burst.
Yep, good burst. Manages to get the electricity out. Good scanline, but unfortunately misses the 2B just barely. But good punish on the DP. Gonna get some decent damage here. More importantly, the corner Oki. Yeah, goes for low. Guesses correctly.
Good roll out of the notes right there, not wanting him to hold any of it, knowing that would spell danger right there. Gets through the guard point!
I have never seen that happen in my entire life.
Yeah.
What on earth? Hitboxes, please.
Yeah, they see Jolteo just really playing safe, just trying to lame it out right here because they can find a cross-up opportunity like that to secure the round, really trying to make sure that their winner side life stays around as long as possible. But CousinLover did a good job of making sure that they didn't use that burst too aggressively to try to secure the round, so can, you know, steal a round really quickly right here if they want to.
Yeah, it looks like they're both deciding to keep it a little bit slow, start on the match pacing, using Risei fireballs, Naoto shots. Nothing too aggressive right now. Yeah, that's very hard to confirm off of. Just take the side switch. And unfortunately, this is a whiff. Oh my god, gets shot, but no follow-up.
Yeah, wasn't ready for the raid follow-up, so...
Yeah, Risei's DP is very awkward to punish if you don't know how to deal with it. It activates regardless if you make contact or not.
Not sure if that's the kick they were looking for. I think they wanted the whiff to guarantee no Oki, but out of curse gauge right now, so we'll be resetting to 7 if they want to keep it up for the next round, because you probably shouldn't IK at this low of life, but we're just backing away because you have 100% health, and Jolteo has to make this thing come back.
Yep, exactly. And with Risei's damage, it's going to take quite a bit, but Shadow characters do have lower health, so this could be the start. All it takes is a little bit of Oki. Alright, gonna be 2B pressure, gets the counter hit, decent damage here. Actually quite high damage.
Yeah, and this is still Jolteon with 100-meter index. So Ouroboros coming out now. This is where the mix can really get started. Does get caught, open up, burst, forced to come out for CousinLover right here. And now you need to find a way to close it out. But Jolteon immediately comes back in. Good tech on the throw.
Yeah, whiffs the throw, then catches it. Gonna do some pressure. Nice throw. Yeah, that's gonna be it. And honestly, winning the burst there is such an achievement. Like, now you have 7 Fate, right? Oh wait, you just win.
No,
my bad.
Yeah. Getting the burst was great there because even if you lost, you still won. But it doesn't matter. Jolteon still won to tie it up 1-1.
My bad. My coffee's still entering my system. You know how it goes.
Yeah, excellent stuff from Jolteon right there. Really showing, I think, that legacy factor, right? Being like, I've been in this situation before 100 times. I know what I need to do to get out of it. Coming from a 10% to 100% deficit, like.
Yeah, I'm always jealous of players that can navigate a zoning matchup in Persona. You know, it's a game where you're rewarded so much for getting counter hits that it's so enticing to Call of the Void and go in and go nuts. But Jolteon's doing a really good job of knowing when to go out, when to stay in, when do I pressure, when do I expect them to do the shot and whiff. Just generally very solid gameplay. So
yeah, I think a big thing. I would say, I think a big thing that you're seeing right now is CousinLover is really just willing to spend all their bullets as soon as they recover, right? Not giving Jolteon a chance to breathe. So Jolteon just playing very patient, going like, okay, if I can't engage with you as soon as you, like are able to tech out and shoot, I'll just wait for you to blow it, stay away from it, and then immediately come in close, just like this. Catches a blow this time.
Yep, this is mix. Are you going double high or are you going land low?
This is so. Are you dead?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe with a different combo, but that looks pretty optimal, actually. I don't know if there was a route closure. That was kind of nuts.
That route was insane right there. But CousinLover saying, hey, okay, you know, now I'm on the back foot right here. Pop Shadow Frenzy, but unfortunately,
just gives
drop
up?
there. Confirm.
Oh, I've been there. Sorry, wake up. You're okay. You're okay. You can still win. Yeah, there you go. Keep playing.
Oh yeah, this is going to be another grip of damage coming up from Jolteon. Similar situation, but throw coming out of the mix this time. Charm applied as well, draining more of that meter away, and this is Jolteon's round to win.
Yeah, nice air throw. That'll do it. Good reset, good reset.
Yeah. Good reset, good resay. That's Jolteon taking the set 2-1. We'll be moving on forward.
Yeah, dropping that
power in this game, and it's like I couldn't be dealing with this back 10 years ago, right? Just
why are kids playing this game? I love it. I love that the audience for this game is young, but it's so fun to watch like the plus R and Persona scene be so young. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They just crave the execution and the chaos. They like pressing buttons.
They really do. Just like both these players really like pressing buttons. We got Killer Kitty versus ThatRacoon. This is Shadow Labrys versus Minazuki in our first international match. We got the USA versus the UK here.
Yeah, fatal counter hit. Only 2 hits, but 2.7k. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, and ThatRacoon already on the back foot, in the corner. Manages to find a way out. Good DP punish. And yeah, forces the burst. That was going to be so much damage.
Oh, but that's also a ton of damage right there when you tried to go for the Crimson Wings. But unfortunately, it's not going to work out for you. Killer Kitty taking round number 1.
Yeah, just uppercutted from the floor. All right, solid anti-air. No conversion. It's all right. It's hard. Yeah, goes for DP block string. Fist lifts, but no punish, no pressure.
Even trying to use teleport right here to catch out some of the more like called out anti-airs that sometimes Gabbard has to be going for. But right now, you're just taking all this damage into the corner. Bite coming out though from the bull, but you couldn't finish the combo. Burst not gonna work out either. So this is Killer Kitty able to almost have some dominance, but ThatRacoon escapes out of the corner at the last second.
Yeah, actually has a chance. Good DP punish. No burst to deal with this. 125 meter on deck. Boom. Moon Smasher. Boom. Moon Smasher.
Yeah.
You just got robbed. Yeah, using those DPs very liberally ended up costing them in the round from a round that honestly looked pretty unwinnable. Or unlosable, excuse me.
Yeah. But I think that's something we saw in the last game. We're going to be seeing in this one. I think we're going to be seeing before with where these players are at and where the meta is in this game. Robbery is afoot everywhere, so you have to be able to guarantee these kills where you can.
I feel like I've seen more DPs than any other button in this match. I know Shadow Labrys can get away with it more than most, but I love it. I love it. Yeah. I live for it.
You will see, I think, a lot of DPs from the Minazuki side of things because DP, I think his DP can guarantee kill Bull if he's able to hit it out. So it's definitely going to be something.
Yeah.
They'll be having a lot of advantage in this given matchup right here. Burst, though, forced out both players sitting in Awakening.
Yeah, and gets decent damage off that YRC low. Nice air throw. No Oki from this from Minna. That's okay.
Yeah, couldn't find a confirm off the TampaNeverSleeps, but the DP gonna be baited once again, but no punish after the super right there.
ThatRacoon has a chance, but the laser might clean this up. Just gonna go into super, punch the screen. That's right, baby rage. Let's do it.
Excellent stuff. Killer Kitty showing why they are one of the, stronger Shadow Lapryses that are really out there, that are really dedicated to playing the game. Someone who, in the, since the PC revival, I think has always been a threat in the bracket and someone that you have to be concerned about. So excellent stuff from them. But ThatRacoon, I think, playing the matchup really, really well, just taking a couple gambles where, Minazuki sometimes has to, but getting punished for them.
Yeah, Shadow Labrys is one of those characters that they have a lot of knowledge checks, is what I describe it as, right? A lot of DPs that are pseudo plus on block, if not unpunishable, or even plus. And also, like, if you are in the corner and you do not know how to escape the unblockable setup, you are just screwed, right? Very, 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 very potent character. A lot of things going on, and hits with the jump. Gets some decent damage here. More importantly, some Oki. There it comes. Wow, sweeping a chain in a burst.
Dude.
Is this death? No,
oh my
right?
God. Yeah, you have 50 meter at the end of this round, and you're going to be keeping him outside of Awakening. So if you were able to actually get that super to confirm, it would have killed. But ThatRacoon has a chance to live right here. And like we were saying about robbery and comebacks, this is where the party can get started. But one DP will give Killer Kitty a chance. Roll, safe with the OMC.
Cancel. Didn't realize, tried to punish and got hit for it. Gonna get some decent damage here. Not enough meter to super, but it might not matter. It does. Pixel versus pixel.
Yeah.
Teleporting to low! Wow, Killer Kitty just getting robbed every round, but still manages to close it out last time. Let's see if ThatRacoon can commit a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll have to see, but right now, Punch keeps the plus frames, goes for AOA, burst forced to come out for ThatRacoon.
Jumps out of the fist. Nice air to air.
Yeah, using D-Teleport to check the bowl has been pretty safe for ThatRacoon so far. Had the route, tried to go for a reset, and Killer Kitty tried to DP out, but unfortunately you are going to lose the round for this, and that's ThatRacoon tying it up 1-1.
It's not Thanatos. Which one is it? What is the name of that persona? I forgot. I'm gonna feel so dumb.
Minazuki's or Labrys's?
No, Labrys's. I call it, that's Elizabeth's. What is Labrys's persona? I forget.
What I knew it, and then as soon as you asked me the question, it left my brain.
I know. Same here. I said Thanatos, and I'm like, that ain't right. That ain't not right.
Yeah, that ain't right. Well,
Asterius.
You know what is right.
Asterius.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
you know what is right. Shout out to Thun Lunk for the $6.70 contribution. I am doing the hand gesture right now for you. Just letting you know.
Yeah, our cameras aren't on, but I'm raising both hands.
Yes.
In alternating fashion.
Just like Killer Kitty is raising the damage right here, finding the big JB starter. And we've seen this be a couple times for Killer Kitty where they get a lot of dominance really early on, but it just slips away from them at the last second. We'll see if they can clean it up a little bit this time. ThatRacoon bursting out, now keeping their own full screen pressure. Survival Knife gets jumped out, and this is Killer Kitty's chance.
Oh no, JB's the wrong way. Doesn't get the conversion. All right, no anti-air. Manages to escape mid-screen. Nice throw. Nice. 5A catches the jump out. I don't think that caught pre-jump frames, but still got hit anyways.
Yeah. Good knockdown, jumping away. Bull blocking out a lot of this right here. Good air tech right here. Could have spelled death, but the DP will get punished right here, but no kill. Tried to parry super, but it didn't work.
The DPs in this match is crazy.
Yeah. Look, when you're two characters with two of the best DPs in the game, you better be pressing it.
You better be using it. Just right there. Yep. DP into Oki, air DP. Why not?
Yeah, you think they're going to DP, you just use your DP that has armor to beat their air DP follow-up? Like.
Yep, solid throw. Nice cross-up. Hits the uppercut. Gonna be decent damage. More importantly, Oki and the laser sends him right back into Killer Kitty.
Yeah,
has to burst. You have no choice there. It's gonna be an uphill battle, but Raccoon's had plenty of uphill battles this match. Nice, good defense. Oh, gets hit by JB, and unfortunately, DP's at the wrong time, and the laser catches him. And Killer Kitty taking it 2-1 over ThatRacoon. Good showing, though, from ThatRacoon. I like that Minazuki a lot.
Oh, yeah, their Minazuki was super sick, but I love that Yosuke.
Yeah, Shadow Yosuke, this character, basically, like, we were having this conversation earlier about Shadow Yosuke. One of those characters that, one, needs Tsukukaja in order to be amazing, like you said, but also, like, Yosuke is a notoriously low-damage character. They can explode you, but it's pretty rare. A lot of their hits come from, like, 2K, and the ability to just close out rounds with Shadow Burst into, you know, Tornado really helps them out a lot. But good 2B. Pressures solo Octo in the corner.
Yeah, good parry as well. For those of you who are not as familiar with Labrys, though, as you're going to see them getting hit more and more, that axe gauge is going to start changing colors. The closer it is to blue, the worse it's going to be. The closer it is to red, the more damage it'll be. So Aurha now just going to be building up to yellow axe, trying to make sure that they get their game plan going.
Yeah, one of those characters where there's a lot of meta progression in the way that she plays, you know? Like, there are rounds that are losable that you just want to farm as much axe as you possibly can, because in the hope to get red axe, you know what I mean? Yeah. Nice. Solid.
Yeah, and this is also something that you're going to see from Solo Octo, where they're going to try to just get as many hits as possible, even if it's these low damage. If they can keep that axe level down, they're going to be in less damage situations, even if they got clipped by that super right there.
Yeah, super cancel is one of the key techniques of this game, for sure. Oh my god, how many JBs can you hit?
I think Octo can be hitting at least 8 of them with their
tag.
At
least 8 of them.
At least 8 of them.
That's right, 700 damage, 800 times. That's all you need.
Yeah. That's mix, baby. That's mix.
That is mix. Playing the ninja character, you know? You gotta do your little damage. Yeah, solid V-slash. Gets hit by meaty JC. Gonna go into all-out attack. Decent damage here.
What is interesting is we were talking about, like, the need for Tsukukaja. Solo Octo has not even thought about pressing it once.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like their pressure is going pretty well right now, right? Like, there's no real reason to pop it. It might be better to save it just to kill through Awakening. But speaking of kill, this is going to deal a good amount of damage. Get some setup. Yeah. Oh, no! Oh. Just presses a little too early! That's the classic. And yeah, Labrys, one of those characters very susceptible to counter DP also. And yeah, you're going to see it here. Yep, Shadow. This is what we're talking about. Just going to eat a lot of damage.
Yeah, you get so much of that extra poison damage because of going for SB Kunai, applying every single hit in the corner. And that is, like you're saying, the advantage to that Shadow Yosuke. We saw a lot of stray hits early where it's a lot lower damage, but when you need the kill, you have that button available to you. And excellent stuff from Solo Octo for keeping those resources on top to secure that game.
Yeah. Yosuke just one of those characters that just needs it. Like, they almost need it to function. Like, normal Yosuke is fine, but I'm a big fan of killing in this game, and Shadow Yosuke can definitely kill you.
Like we just said before, like we've seen so much. Robbery is afoot in this game, so if you can kill, you should take that option. And I think you're going to see Aurha be looking for it as well. Fighting a nice cross-up JB right there off the stray air tech, so this should be good for them to get their own party started. But Octo able to escape, but slide not going to connect all the way right there.
Yeah, look at that. The DP being getting eaten by the all-out attack. Labrys DP is quite bad. But doesn't matter. Getting some corner pressure here. Gonna get some solid pressure going. Nice sweep. Big damage. You're dead. Goodbye.
And you get
full... Oh, doesn't even need it.
Yeah, it doesn't even need it. It has Red Axe as well, so we'll be able to secure as much damage as possible off of any early opening hits right here. So Octo's going to be having to be a little bit more careful, but Aurha is actually the one just staying a little bit more defensive, which gives Octo the chance to run in.
Yeah, still wakes up with Red Axe. Okay, there it goes. Now it's yellow. Yep, DP coming, charges it. Yeah, it's not going to work out in this matchup, I think. Yosuke just a little bit too little recovery on 5As. Able to cancel into DP. There's no hope. You have to block your way out the old-fashioned way.
Great defense from Aurha.
Blocks the old-fashioned way, Persona 4 Arena. Nice reset. Time for some confusion. Tsukukaja.
And this is what we were talking about, being able to have that install to make your mix even scarier than it already has been so far, and able to find the JB to stay over the gear super right here. This is huge for Octo to be able to secure the round.
Yep. Very solid. And does it without spending Shadow Burst. Actually with a perfect, right? Yeah, that was a perfect.
Yeah. Not even a Persona perfect. Like, didn't take the chip and recovered right there, so. Good stuff from Octo, staying patient once again. Aurha finding a couple of these like stray hits early in these rounds, but not able to find a big confirm, and now all the way back to Green X.
Yeah, I don't know how this matchup is for real, but it seems quite bad for Labrys. Just right off the rip, I will say.
I think it's one of those that if you hit the Yosuke player, they're just going to die though.
Sure.
So, but the Yosuke player has to allow you to hit them. And right now, Solo Octo has been showing that is a very, very tough task, especially in the Shadow Frenzy ending with the SB Tornado. It's just enough though with the poison ticking down. Solo Octo going to be taking the set 2-0.
What a combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like I don't know for certain because I don't play Labrys or Yosuke, but I feel like Yosuke is just able to run amok because all of Labrys' attacks, they don't look like they do a lot of damage and then you die, right?
Yep.
Like, not the best pressure in the world, although it's definitely not bad. But the big thing about Yukari is for an archer, she absolutely explodes you every single hit. If you get hit by JA, you eat like 7k for some reason.
I think she's also technically the highest damage character meterless off of an A starter in the game, where most characters are looking at 2.2 to 2.5. I've seen her consistently hit like 2.8 into. Yeah, I've seen 3K before.
Yeah, I've seen 3.2K occasionally. It depends on where you are.
Yeah. And right now, RyuZuzu appears to be in the lead right here. You are going to be seeing that early bomb set. This is normal Yukari, so no early, super big shenanigans coming with like the Shadow Yukari. But Dead Dog showing that they're going to be just playing very patient, because if they can land that one big hit, Chie's damage can blow the Yukari up very quickly.
Yeah, and Chie's mobility also quite strong. Can dodge Yukari's arrows pretty well. Nice DP. Going to get some solid pressure after this. Go for JC, and nice confirm with the perfectly timed delays on the J5A. Nice, yeah. Dead Dog just kind of doing handshakes, you know what I mean? Like, my pressure is 5A, nothing, wait for you to blow up, but Ryuzu is not biting on DP here.
Yeah, also Dead Dog was able to get to Awakening in a pretty, like, safe spot. Unfortunately getting hit right here, which I think might be enough should we choose to spend all of the meter on deck. For RyuZuzu, no, you'll need one more, and this is the hit that you want. Meteors coming through, giving you a chance to stay alive.
Yep, just can't take any arrows here. One, maybe two, but that J236A catches off guard. I'm actually surprised they did that. I did not even consider that as an option. Very good decision.
Yeah, knowing how much I think Dead Dog was wanting to challenge right there, so RyuZuzu just knowing that they could trap him out with special cancel, but that's a big 5C start right here, and what you want to be seeing from Team Chie.
Yeah, good block on the low. Does not go for the ID high, but gets hit by the wind, bursting right back into the corner, saying, you know what, it's not over yet, just kidding it. It is. I will do the side switch DP and get punched right in the mouth.
Yeah, that also Persona broke Dead Dog, so not able to get the Oki that they, I think, really needed to, get this pressure started in their favor. It does recover quickly because they are a 3-card, but you do have to find that opening once again. I had the good run under, but the homing arrow off the Garu is going to give RyuZuzu the confirm to lock you back down into the corner once again.
Yeah, gonna be some really huge damage here. Not going to kill, but honestly, pretty close. And yeah, the wake up 5D is just gonna get him.
Yeah, I think this is a good like layer 1 example of this is what Yukari is going to bring to the table every time. It's up to you to figure out how you as a player and how your character is able to deal with it.
Yeah, Yukari is one of those characters that just dictates the match at every point. Every point, you know what I mean? Like, even on defense. Well, not on defense, that's a lie. But their neutral is so commanding, and the fact that they couple a really insane neutral, one of the best in the game, with also one of the most, like, the highest damage in the game, and some of the most disgusting setups in the game. This character is a problem. Yep. Yeah, they buffed her a lot in this version of the game, and you can feel it at every point. Not actually, like, they buffed her in ways that just help her consistency, because her combos used to be, like, impossible. She is still hard, but, we're seeing here from Yuzu, like, you get your confirms down, you get Oki, you're good to go.
Yeah, she's also one of the few characters that you in this version of the game that there is legitimate reasons to play both the normal and the shadow versions, and you see players drift towards them differently. Like Japan is very much pro on the shadow version of it, while here in North America, a lot more of our players lock in onto the normal version.
I feel like Yukari, she's like it's like you win the lottery and you get like 4K a week versus like $1 million right now. Like you've already invested, you already won. You know, both options A-okay. Who cares? Yeah, like look at this. Look at what you're eating for eating like a random, I don't even know what that was, a 5B? Like
yeah, 4.4 meterless and gets charm set on you, so you know your meter's being drained, you're forced to burst out. So in Awakening though, had to go for SB lunge right there just to escape the corner to try to make some opening. But RyuZuzuX's like, what if I just block? What if I just cancel off my DP? Good low profile on the arrow with the 2B!
What? Oh my, I've never seen that in my life.
I think that might be some Chie specific things happening right there. Oh my goodness.
I am gonna study the tapes, get punched right in the mouth, and Dead Dog, a burst that looked a little bit suspect, turned into a win. Wow.
I can't believe Dead Dog's been playing Tekken. It's crazy. They ducked the high and punished.
Nice anti-low. Insane. Yeah, I had no idea you could low profile that. That's crazy.
Alright, misses the hard knockdown though because of Dead Dog, or RyuZuzuX opted to go for delay tech right here. Does find a throw, tried to AOA, but the Garu keeps it safe, so no punish on Dead Dog's end.
Yeah, good Guilty Gear Gear throw. Back to neutral, which obviously RyuZuzuX has advantage in. This pressure not going to be too bad. Yep, rolls through. Starts pressure of their own. The 2B cross up. No,
yeah, I mean, that is the big thing. We've talked about how like good Yukari neutrals and how like scary she can be off these stray hits, but if Dead Dog is able to find these confirms and keep him consistent, this damage is also always scary from Chie. Good air blocks right here, but unfortunately got to the ground, so able to air unblockable, trying to use that 5D, but it's not going to work out just yet.
Dead Dog looking for that hit, looking for that burst bait. RyuZuzuX has no choice but to burst the next time they get hit, unless they go for the anti-burst burst. Dead Dog not bursting this, gonna wait for the hit after, see if they can get out. Yep. Nice, good dash and a run. They really know this matchup.
Yeah, and I think that's something you have to at this stage.
No burst? Why not? Oh, you can't. I see.
Yeah, being able to, forcing the burst lock right there was just very, very good from Dead Dog right there. Able to tie up on one, showing why they are one of the Chies to be watching right now.
Wow, that was crazy. Wake up, dash forward, roll. To escape the tornado, that is some fearless gameplay.
So many people are just like, they see that tornado and it's like, okay, I guess I just have to, I gotta, coin flip 6 times in a row and be right. But I love that from Dead Dog. Knowing it's like, if I block it, I lose. If I roll through and I get red incorrectly, I lose. But I'm gonna win if I'm right. And they just were right.
Yeah, very, 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 very well played. Very well played. I forget, does Chie have a longer dash than, longer roll than other characters? I know Teddy does. I forget if Chie is one of them. It might be normal length.
I don't know for certain, but it wouldn't surprise me if she did.
It wouldn't surprise me either. Either way, I mean, dash momentum roll is going to get you out either way.
I do like this from Dead Dog as well, just taking literally the entire clock, because my heart would be bumping at the end of that set right there. Yeah. So take the time to breathe, get your reset. We'll see who can come out on top.
Got time to make history. It is time to make history.
Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema happening.
That's right.
All right. We get into our final game between these two players, both of them fighting for that top 24 winners side spot. This is the kind of game we're getting before top 24 even. So you guys better make sure that you're tuned in for this whole bracket, because it is going to be so exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty rare you get Persona action, so watch it.
Yes.
You better watch it. Solid neutral, just hanging out.
Yeah, I love this, just being like, okay, bomb set above, I can't jump because I'll get air unblockable if they do it. Garu's coming through. I'm just going to play very patient, take the chip where I can. You see them IBing all the Garus as well, so able to keep that health gauge a little bit safer. The patience from both of these players. Oh my goodness.
This is how you play it, and the patience paid off. Dash 5C. Big combo gets the setup, more importantly. Sweep Ender. Tornado's out. DP, though. Yukari DP, not useless. Actually quite good. That's all right. It's good enough. Nice confirm. Wow.
Yeah. Love this stray hit right here. Also, negative penalty was about to be applied right there, which would have been very, very dangerous for RyuZuzu. So good on them for being able to get out of it.
There it is. It's coming. Good 5A hit.
A nice run under right there. The Yukari zoning is not enough when someone has your number right here. Has to alpha counter out, but burst coming through for Dead Dog.
Yeah, burst right before awakening. Maybe thought they had it, but it's a little risky. Persona broken. Not the worst thing in the world for Chie, but it does remove the ability to do air spinny persona move, I forget what it's called, which is a really solid option against Yukari, who loves to jump. Nice roll. Good roll.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you have to burst that fatal counter. Burst Magarula! The classic! And you could have been dead off of that if RyuZuzu was ready for it, but the A away!
No! Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Both these players feel like they are just so on point the entire match right here.
This is a top 24 qualifier, by the way.
Yeah.
Nice tech. Good tech. You're back in neutral. This is going to be a good amount of damage. Not the end of the world. You can burst after awakening. You can burst to wake up. Either option, totally fine.
Yeah, it gets caught with the overhead burst, gets baited, but no punish off of it. The roll gets caught with the SB Garu, but you don't find the confirm to tech out.
Can Dead Dog Aurha his way through it? Come on, let's go. Just run up. Just press buttons. And unfortunately gets hit by 5A. I think this might be it. Unfortunately, Dead Dog loses to the random ID 5A, and RyuZu, with an amazing showing, takes it. Good job.
Yeah, coming in clutch with the wonders of Yukari JA. What is it? 9 active frames or something crazy
Something
like that.
insane.
Like, yeah.
That move is so good. It's so good and does so.
A break, so had to come back for that TNS. And then one of our matches that's going to be coming up, shortly after this, LukeSky made it out winner's side, and then Thun Lunk also made it out loser's side. So that one will be exciting.
Very solid and varied winners bracket, actually.
Yes.
And I'm sure we're going to see the same out of losers, because a lot of those players that got knocked out into losers are actually very strong. Like Diego's especially. Amazing Shadow Yukiko, but...
Yeah, I think you could rearrange 2/3 of that top 24 on winners and losers side, and I would go, like, just put them anywhere, and I go, yeah, that makes sense. Jolteo versus Ashe. That Marg cooking right now. Has Jolteo locked in the corner, but Jolteo, we know that they're able to play patient, able to get through it, but you can't get through all the mix right here.
Yeah, and burst, unfortunately, just a little bit too early. Not an awakening. Gonna get the notes up. Only 1k damage, but this is what you care about, the pressure. Manages to escape to 50-50 here.
I love that stagger right there from Jolteo, saying, like, I know you want to press it, I know you want to up back, but I'm going to keep locking you down. You now have to hold your own mix right here. Burst forced out for Ashe.
There it is. I lied the first time, but that was a 50-50. You guessed wrong. You forced the burst. You take that as a win, but you want to see if you can get the whole thing. Enters Awakening, gets that free 50-meter. Ouroboros. Nice. Fatal counter. Yeah. Oh, but unfortunately, the Ouroboros does not connect.
Yeah, but still able to almost make some things happen. A good anti-air right there. Jolteo also finding the falling JA, but needed one more reset to close out that first round. A little bit scrambly right there, but that's fine. That just means more burst gauge for both these players building up.
That's Persona. You know, you're playing two awkward characters. It's going to be a scramble. Ain't nothing wrong with a bit of scrambled eggs in Persona 4 Arena. You can win tournaments that way, 100%.
Yeah, people have made full careers off it.
Electric shock. Same side on the scanline Oki. Yeah, just solid defense there from Ashe.
Yeah, great air-to-air right there, finding that JC and getting some extra damage off the delay tech, being very good. Disc, though, connecting. Unfortunately, missed the extension, so just had to keep the pressure up right here. Good IBs, trying to just make sure they can stay as safe as possible. And a great punish.
Yeah, great 2B. Gonna be some decent damage here. Solid knockdown in the corner. Oh, the reset. This is what I was talking about. And unfortunately, goes for another one. Does not work.
Yeah, I think they realized they would need 2 hits to kill an Awakening right there. So burst now, right before Awakening, though, on Ashe's end. So this could be pretty scary if Jolteo can find one big hit, especially with Ouroboros. Counter hit, but not able to find the confirm.
Oh my god. Rolling back out of the corner. Roll back into the corner. Just keep going. Yeah, gonna be some decent damage here, but I don't... maybe they're dead. I don't think so. No, not yet. That'll do it. That'll do it. Oh my god, actually techs out, but unfortunately was not ready for it.
Yeah. Excellent stuff from Jolteo right there, taking game number 1. Also, just a quick shout out once again to Thun Lunk for another 67-cent direct contribution right there. Everybody do the hand gesture at home.
That's right, 6-7, 6-7, and $6.70. As is required.
And if you want to donate 67 cents or more, go ahead, !Match Arena. We still got codes to claim as we are in this set. I'm very curious to see what Ashe wants to do to really change this. I really like they were really feeling the scramble, right? They were like, okay, if I can just get a couple straight hits in this, I can lead to victory. But Jolteo has shown that if you let them play their game, you're not going to get that opportunity.
Yeah, and unfortunately tries to mash out of the pressure there. Reset pressure, not that scary. Deciding to mash is one of those decisions that you have to do it sometimes just to show as an option, but does not work out. But luckily, she's pretty low damage, so you're going to be eating just some solid mix here. Here we go again. You are now in the vortex. Yeah. Cross assault into roll. Gotta block it out.
Holding air lightning as well was scary. Could have gotten air block hold right there, but able to stay safe. Ouroboros, keep your turn going.
Yep. That time the counter assault works. Gets out. Gonna start corner pressure.
Now good block is jumping to deal to overhead, but gets caught the air-to-air after the follow-up. As soon as you see Jolteo try to escape, tried to even Abare out, but Ashe continued to lock him down, but couldn't find a big hit, and Jolteo should be able to confirm off this. There we go.
Yeah, Jolteo now on match point here. See if Ashe can recover. Isn't this fun? I agree. I agree, Margaret. This is fun. I'm having a good time. I hope everyone's having a good time, too.
Yeah, I think Jolteo's having a good time, though. Finding another good confirm to lock him down in the corner. We've seen this mix go into their favor so many times again and again. First is on deck for Ashe if they can't get out, but great block so far. Able to fully stay away, but the notes get reset, so we find the 2B, and we get the good side swap.
Great 2B out, and nice. Gets the confirm. Gonna be some decent damage here. Staying full screen, doing your full combo, as Margaret be doing.
Down once.
Nice.
More.
Good throw. Misses the confirm. That's all right. Wow, wake up gold burst. Okay. Well, if they need a round, I think they might have had it. Oh no! The tornado goes the wrong way. I've never seen that before in my life.
Yeah, Garudine going the wrong way. I think like the persona displacement on that confirm right there just did it a little too early, so didn't work out. That gold burst was so good after the stomp confirm as well. But we need one more hit, but this time that hit looks like it's gonna be coming for Jolteo. Has all the meter on deck, and this should be just enough for them to take the set 2-0.
Slapping her senseless. Risei over Margaret, one of the a matchup I will not lie to you, I've never seen before in my entire life. But very good stuff to Jolteo. Very good stuff to Jolteo.
He used to not be, but at least he can win games now.
He can win games. It's one of those things where I remember when they first picked Show, I was like, come on, Thun, what are you doing? I know your avatar is looking at the sky, and I'm looking at the sky too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why? Why would you pick this character? But we're going to see the Yukari. Wind versus wind.
LukeSky on the purple Yosuke, living his life as the man behind the slaughter right here. But you're going to see him be a little bit more aggressive. We've seen other people, just like we saw with Dead Dog, using that great ground movement speed to be able to close the distance in some of these arrow attempts right here. And a big counter hit is going to be the starter that LukeSky wants to see.
Yeah, Dash 5A looked like it went through DP. I was not aware of that interaction. That's kind of crazy. Nice. Both characters staring at each other. Hits to the 2A. Not a lot of damage, but takes the burst anyways. I think wanted to burst into Awakening. Did not quite get there, but a DP combo will do it. Or actually just getting hit once by Yosuke.
Yeah, got hit by the 2B right there. And all of these EX Kunai applying that poison. 1V/Oki at the very end, getting hit as you saw Thun try to jump out. It's going to give that first round to LukeSky.
Yeah. Oh, immediately get kicked right in the face. Now has to deal with Yosuke pressure in the corner. Actually doesn't. DP's out. Just kidding. You're right back here. Welcome. I hope you like the corner because you're going to be here a lot in this matchup. Yep, solid pressure. Nothing crazy. You don't really need to mix. You just need to fish for hits, and you get one.
Yeah, I think you saw Thun.
Let's do it one more time.
I think you saw Thun trying to go for some of the autopilot IB timing on those 5C attempts, but LukeSky just staggering that 5C right at the very end right there. Able to open him up right here. This is what you want to be seeing if you're on Team LukeSky.
Yeah, Yeah, not quite enough meter to kill, but now this battle is so uphill, has to burst. Luckily, Yosuke damage low enough where they can. Tornado's out, not going to be any setups, just going to take the damage. And unfortunately, the run out J5A. Yosuke's fast, man. Yosuke is really fast.
He is the speed star.
I feel like you can tell that LukeSky really, really knows this matchup.
Yep.
I feel like the second you saw run under the orb, I was like, okay, yeah, LukeSky knows what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, I for the past 4 or 5 years been watching him play this game pretty much almost every day, so that's the kind of grind that you would know how to deal with Yukari. But also want to give a big shout outs to Olden Boy for the $50 direct contribution.
Olden Boy, good stuff. Man. This bracket's getting spicy.
Yeah, coming up close to that $200 mark for that prize pool.
Yeah, this beautiful Saturday morning persona. I love my Saturday morning cartoons. You know what I mean?
Right. I gotta wake
Even
up
though
in the
it's
morning.
like 4 p.m. on the East Coast, but that's morning for fighting game players. I know y'all. I'm one of y'all.
Yeah.
nice float, JB. Yeah, again, Thun Lunk just not able to find his footing in neutral here. Back in the corner, we've seen this so much on this specific side of the screen. And very lucky that burst hit late, because that would have been a pretty decent punish, but more importantly, a loss of a burst.
Yeah, but LukeSky staying so patient, doing so good against all of these zoning patterns, has the OMB as well, because they want to guarantee this round right away.
I agree. If you can take the win, take the win.
Yeah. Especially versus Yukari, a lot of these games can go long in the early stages, so a lot of that burst will build up if you're in a losing situation. But like right now, trying to dial up the aggression, knowing that their back is to the wall right now.
Ooh, yeah, the 2C extends the active frames because it hits the persona, and Thun Lunk got caught out. B/Oki probably going to go for cross-up. No, just goes for short hop Oki. Does not really care about the corner, just wants the pressure.
Yeah, but good catch for the run. Able to delay Thun's pressure a little bit. Thun just staying patient, trying to DP, thinking that they were close enough to catch LukeSky, but having that spacing, knowing that they could beat the DP right there is exactly what they want to see. Burst is available for Thun Lunk. You do have to use it right here.
You have to. I bet you, yeah, the JA. LukeSky is cooking.
Yeah.
That was clean. That was clean.
That was, like, if you want to know how to beat Yukari, we've been talking a lot about Yukari, about how strong she is, about how like scary she can be in situations. If you wanted a textbook of like how do I deal with this character, just watch LukeSky. He knows what he is doing. But I hope you like Yukari, because we have 3 of them in our top 24 qualifiers. So we're gonna be seeing more of it. But we get to see Bonch versus RyuZuzuX here.
Whoa! What a confirm!
Yeah.
Immediately starting this out with a random 5B into 3K. Gonna go for pressure, but unfortunately does the wrong tornado move.
Yeah, that gave Bonch the opportunity to get the 2B right here. And this is Bonch's party time. You may have seen Narukami be played, but you haven't seen Bonch play as Narukami, one of the strongest players of this character in the game right now, and someone that you have to be oh so scared of.
Yeah, Bonch with the Persona 3 colors. Ooh, solid 5A. Does not convert. Very good dodge over the arrows. Dead angles out. Get some pressure off it. Nice! JC, oh my god. Are you dead? Yeah, you're 100 meters. You're dead.
Yeah, and this is the Bonch specialty. They will have all the confirms available at any point. Unfortunately, dropped it right at the very end. I think a little too much scaling to get the double Zeodyne confirmed. Burst not gonna work, but it's fine. We're pressing 2B anyways.
Oh, my face was in my hands. That was so scrambly. So many decisions there. Just did not work out for Ryuzu. They had it.
See, great hop J2B right there. Caught an opportunity to open up, tried to go for the 5D to get some, mix-ups going, but RyuZuzuX just backing away, playing very patient now, knowing that if Bonch gets in once, it's going to spell danger for them.
Yeah, solid pressure, good defense from Bonch. Just taking some mild chip damage. There you go. 400 damage. Look out.
Paige just runs to the other side of the screen. We've seen this before with some of these Yukari game plans. Just like, I just run away, and there's nothing you can do about it unless you get the exact right read. But once again, just dashing up 2B, knowing that you can hold that W key and challenge will try to even up the life totals a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of Narukami's there would go for random EX slide, but I think waiting for the run-up 2B was the play, and Bonch shows why he's so good at this game, you know? Very, very solid neutral decision. Gets things started and doesn't overextend. Yeah, okay here, just taking some damage.
He's unfortunately getting clipped at most of these like 5C and like 5D calls that they're going for, or even like Zeodyne. No punish on the DP right there, so that Persona gauge is a little risky, but as long as you have one, you can still make it happen. And this is what Bonch wants to see right here.
Reversal super, trying to cancel, but unfortunately cross slash. You cannot escape. Ooh, stab.
Yeah, cross slash stinger, even if that didn't kill, had the OMB to keep it going. But that's gonna be Bonch taking game number 1.
I love Narukami. What a solid character.
He's the greatest to ever do it.
He's the greatest
I'm biased.
to ever do it.
I'm biased. He's the greatest.
He has
to
my
ever do
favorite voice line in the entire game, which is after winning, he'll just say, "Calm down." And I'm like, oh my god. This character has so much aura.
He's anime Jesus. What can we say?
Collar popped. Actually, both their collars are popped. That's how you know that they're good.
As was the style in the mid-odds.
That's true. That's true. This game is like early 2000s, right? Persona 4.
Yep.
Or actually, wasn't it like 2010? I forget. Whatever.
It's late aughts. It's late aughts.
Late aughts. Okay.
Yeah. It released after the PS3 came out. I do know that, but it released on the PS2.
Oh, nice. Catches the cancel into Zio. Corner pressure gonna start. Gets that charm. Steals that meter. Catches with just the tip of the DP.
Yeah, just knowing that perfect spacing had a little bit of run on it as well to guarantee that spacing. Tried to stagger it out, but RyuZuzuX getting the throw right here.
Yeah, great back throw. Solid damage. Muted up. Disables DP into super, actually, on block, which is a very smart idea. Nice.
It disables a lot of the like SP slide stuff that we were talking about before, these 5D calls as well. They can keep it going, but Bonch just once again finding these great run-up 2Bs.
Yeah, decides to run away. Honestly, I wouldn't even care about negative penalty here. Who cares? You're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, cross up DP. Nice.
This is the start that Bonch could be looking for, going for safe jumps, but you see RyuZuzuX playing just very, very cautious right here, knowing that they have the life lead. But Zeodyne OMC right here will get the party started. You still have 50 meter on deck. You are an awakening. Cross slash will be enough.
What a robbery. What a robbery. That's the thing about this game. You play calm for so long, you do 5A random pressure, and then you just whip out Zeodyne OMC, and suddenly you're dead. What a conversion. Oh my god.
The hop to challenge the low right there, but RyuZuzuX able to keep calm. Nice 2B confirm as well from Bonch.
Yeah, just block it out. Narukami's the strike throw god. You're okay. Yeah, there you go. Pressure starting.
Very good blocks on Bonch, though, recognizing all the pressure's going through. Air blocks out of the Garu, so no resets of the homing arrows, but they're going to keep coming. Great roll, cancel out of there. Has to spend the meter, but it's okay. You're not in the corner anymore. It's a lot safer.
Yep. Very solid defense. Very solid defense. And getting that knockdown so huge, whiffs the IED, does not decide to press the button, goes for the low and gets rewarded for it. And again, the low, doing DP super, trying to dodge that burst.
Yeah,
Spaces, cannot burst there.
Yeah, goes for overhead this time as they've gone for low 3 times in a row, but one JA throw set right there for Bonch. Textbook indeed, taking the set 2-0. We'll be sitting on that winner's side of top 8.
So clean, so clean. DP.
Up to commit thievery.
Exactly. Shadow Mitsuru, they were like, oops.
Did I do that?
Did I do that? And we got a shadow on shadow match. Gonna see lots of shadow bursts. Immediately hitting the overhead, cross up JA, no confirm, mashing DP out.
Ooh! See, ooh,
right.
Great use of the parry right there to catch the late cross up JC.
Yeah, and already down to 5 fate.
Yeah, this is the thing that this is the thing that Karma is so good at. They are so good at just managing that curse gauge to get you down as quickly as possible, and once again showing, hey, I don't even need to spend it. We'll bring you to 7 of the next one because I'm taking this round.
Yeah, I imagine they probably tried to route to not have fate reset here, but you know, 6 fate on round start when you're up around. Who's complaining?
Yeah, especially when you're so close to this 50 meter already. So knowing that if you can just get that gauge down to to 0 really quickly, like you have been so far, raid coming through, but we'll just low profile it. Yeah.
Very, very, very nice patient. Goes for the sweet punish. Gets poison online. More damage than the combo counter says. Good JC, but unfortunately gets hit. Did not expect it, and the AOA completely whiffs, but no punish. So you got out of that for free.
Good cross as well. Does force the burst out from Octo. No Shadow Frenzy available on deck for them just yet.
Yeah, with that gone, this might be a little tough here. One more hit will do it, but we shall see. Oh no, actually, the Shadow Burst Sen, it might be 2 hits. It might be 2 hits.
Yeah, well, I will need at least 2 because you can't kill on the route you get them 2-0. So
yes, yeah. Yeah, and speaking of kill, I think you are cooked here. Yep. Yeah. Boop. Karma. Queen. I love how when you kill someone in Persona 4 Arena, like, it just destroys all, like, video compression. It's my favorite part about the game.
Well, yeah, it's because the channel's changing. We're on to the next episode.
You are so... That was so on point. You know what? I'm gonna stand up and clap. Call me Albert Einstein. I be clapping.
I be clapping.
I be clapping.
That's what I think the audience will be doing if Solo Octo can find this comeback to try to find a shutdown onto Karma to stop that Shadow Naoto menace right there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they were playing fine. It was just like a lack of confirms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You clean that up, happened. And you're A plus. You're good to go. Like the neutral was fine, everything else was fine. Just some more hit confirms, which is easy to lock in on. So I'm gonna put money on the table. Solo Octo, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
It is one of those things, if you can find up like one big confirm off of a Shadow Frenzy, you can really turn the tides of this game very quickly, as well as you can find more opportunities like you did in that second round to make Karma use their burst in a non-Shadow Frenzy way. It can be very advantageous for you.
Karma's playing Unlocked. That was like a tip of the hitbox 5B confirm. They are playing really smart right now.
Yeah.
Wow, cross up. Yeah, see what I mean? Like cross up into a like to kick them into the trap. Just like such good awareness. DP, yeah, you just got sniped. Yeah, Karma's really online right now, actually. Karma is cooking.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
See, they can continue to be in that kitchen. Shadow Frenzy popped right here, so you're going to see all that curse gauge go away right here with Raid Super.
Yep, good DP, but again, every single ounce of pressure. Karma's DPs have just been so on point. A Solo Octo can't get anything started.
Curse gate, or all these traps set in front of them as well, so which is making Solo Octo second guess themselves right here. The falling JCs once again, the staggering out through the DP baits the burst as well. You have 50-meter Hama coming out for the IK right here. That's going to be Karma taking the set 2-0.
That was too clean. That was too clean. Karma played out of their mind. That was actually insane.
Yep. Seriously, like I played it, but like when I was like, oh, I want to like actually lock in, like it was like it was like right after the Evo stint. It was like 2016-ish, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been playing for a long time.
Yes.
A long time. Never got a win in this game, but that's okay.
It's okay, because the winners are all of us getting to watch this match right here.
I get to commentate and watch the kids play. Like it's heaven. There's nothing else I want more in my life. See, they can react to Labrys defeat. I can't.
But here we go. Once again, Nezo back. We saw them very early on in the stream playing that normal Junpei right here, going for the OMB routes because they want to reach that victory cry oh so early.
Yep, clean hit. Gonna catch all those runs. I'm awoken. Nice, 2B anti-air. This will kill. Decides not to burst. 100% agreed. You do not want to burst this late. And actually, you get another shot. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I think Nezo was just like, I'm going to hard read that second burst right there to be like, maybe you try to go for it late to, go for some Shabris robbery, but they'll keep holding on to it knowing that they can save it for this second round.
Yeah, I mean, I see an American flag, not a Canadian flag. I don't expect a bad burst from Milpy here. Nice. There we go. That's a good burst, right? You shut it down. You reset to neutral. Chains out. Nice, JB, but no conversion, but it doesn't matter. It gets the safe jump JA.
Yeah, calls the finger from the skies. This is very scary for Milpy because you are outside of Awakening. There's a lot of damage that's going to be adding up. You're going to be put into basically a one-touch situation.
Yes, and base the DP, but no punish. Persona broken from Shadow Labrys. This is going to be really tough. Has to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
All right, Persona card starting to recover. 2 5As, one more 5A, and Mysterious is back online.
Oh,
You
but
have
that's a
gifted
big
another
start.
chance.
Titanomakia as well. This is where the mix-ups really start coming. Catches the overhead, but misses the punch follow-up right here. Misses the 2D as well, so you have to find some kind of opening.
Yeah, good reversal roll. Just don't get caught out. 5A. Broken by a pose, but nice anti-air.
Yeah.
Oh,
Choosing
goes
not
for
to
the blockable setup.
Yeah, because no burst is on deck.
Because
No burst on deck for Nezo as well because of that being Persona broken, but it comes back at the last moment. Burst available for both decks, trying to go for these hard baits out of it. Milpy, though, staying alive. Gold burst coming for Nezo at the last minute. This is where it's going to be scary. DP does connect, though.
Only 15 seconds left on the clock. Gets hit, but no conversion. Nice DP.
The life
Cannot close it out. 8 seconds left. Milpy with the life disadvantage and gets caught out. Oh, my God. Milpy, you almost had it. You almost had it. You were so close.
One of the biggest things on that as well that I think kept Nezo alive was the Victory Cry health recovery. He had ticked over into 20 runs, so being able to just gain just a little bit more health as that game was going, I think literally saved Nezo from losing that in the damage war.
I have never seen that matter in my entire life.
I
honestly forgot that happens, is how little I've ever seen that in my entire life.
I don't think it has actually ever mattered in a match with stakes like this until just now.
Well, shows you what I know. I forgot that Junpei has that.
Yeah, it's one of those little things that's like, oh, he has this, but like it'll never come up, right? But that's why you always have to be prepared for it. Nezo up this first game. Milpy, though, trying to make this big comeback right here. Both these players will still need one more win after this to make it into that top 8 loser side, though, so they have a bit of a mountain to climb still.
Yep, going for the unblockable setup. Slightly mistimed, but that's okay, because you still got pressure. It literally does not matter. Yep, goes for cross-up. Just keep playing like this and you'll be fine. Good IBs from Nezo, not mattering here. Shadow Labrys pressure just like too insane. Yeah. Decides to super DP out, has to. Only way they can get back in this game.
The start bases are fully loaded, so a couple more hits will lead them into victory. Tries to gold burst, I think, a little aggressively.
That was that a misinput?
I don't know. Maybe it was like too late on an OMB that they thought. So like they were trying to use like pressure up or something. I'm not entirely
could be. But that's really tough, right? Like you want to, if you're gonna OMB, you want it to get SSJ mode, right? You don't want to spend it and waste it because it's so valuable to your game plan. And now going into this round 2 without a victory cry, you just got to eat all this pressure and actually gets hit maybe on purpose and 2A's out.
Yeah, that burst now also back on deck for them, so they can survive one more hit, choosing to not pop it immediately, though, knowing that they have to wait for the right opportunity. Gold burst comes out, though, from Milpy. That's where things can get a little scary.
Just wants this free neutral. Gets clipped, that's okay. Random side switch. I don't even know how Shadow Labrys got over there. And excellent, one more cancel conversion. Finally, starts to cry. Here we go.
Let it out right here. Tries to go for the super, but Nezo staying safe on the other side with the OMB as well. Will get it to recover just in time and tie it up 1-1.
Yeah, that gold burst costing Milpy. Now has to fight for their life. Can he do it? Nice JP. Starting pressure. The IBs don't matter if you get hit anyways. Nice. Good cross up, gets punched in the mouth.
But Nezo not going down without a fight right here, continuing it up.
Yeah, whiff 2B is a free punish. Nice run up 2A. Catches them not blocking low.
And once again, recognizing that the cross Mysterious hit right there has been working so well for them. Super OMC to keep yourself safe.
Yep, escape the setup any way you can. Even if it costs $100, it's worth it.
Not gonna come out, finger locking you down, and it gets counter hit as you tried to press, and that's more than 50 meter on deck. Well, you are not in Awakening, and as long as Nezo keeps it tight right here, it should be just enough for them. Nezo taking the set 2-0.
Yeah, knocks it out of the park. Solid play by Milpy. Nezo just kind of found the hits. Turns out Junpei does a lot of damage when they're in Victory Cry.
Yeah, you saw in that first game, or the second game, like, as soon as Milpy was able to lock Victory Cry out.
Sent to the hells of losers bracket, and then banished forever to the depth, the layer 10 reserved for Ken players. It's a shame, but you know that's where they belong.
Into the bottom floor of Thanatos. But here we go.
Dante's Inferno is just nothing but Ken players. This is how it goes.
But here we go. It's Thun Lunk versus AL1S. Back on that normal Labrys, something we saw a little bit earlier on the stream. For those of you who weren't here and weren't tuned in, this is a very snowball-based character, right? They want that axe to be as red as possible and as nowhere near that blue side. So the more aggressive they are, the more hits they get, the closer they get, and the more damage they'll deal. But right now, Thun Lunk doing a good job of playing very defensive versus them.
Yeah, very defensive, and then just wake up JA, an insane option that somehow works out in the favor of Thun Lunk. Very wild decision, but tries the OMC, does not bait the burst, was going to go for the full conversion, and gets a random side switch there for no reason. But hey, you know what? DP back to mid-screen. Here we go. Such a solid confirm. Drop into a burst. One of the classics of Persona. Happens.
There we go, Margaret. You have to hold this good IBs, just gain a bunch of meter. But Thun even, you saw them fading away, expecting that that alpha counter to be coming out. But AL1S, as soon as they get us, that whiff of blood in the water right there, taking full advantage of it and securing that round.
That's right, Piranhas, all of them. Every single one of these players. Oh, gets hit by the JB. A little bit too high to convert. It's always awkward to convert at that height with her. Yeah, just some solid neutral, just hanging out, some JBs, some more JBs from both characters. That's how it goes.
Yeah, like we were talking about, that JB I think is a pretty good tool versus Yukari because it does cover both sides and a very long or big horizontal distance in the air. So if you can stay up close, but Thun Lunk was doing a very good job of staying away from it. But as soon as you get walked down to that corner, you have to escape, and the JB will connect AOA as well at the very end.
Yeah, no conversion and getting the side switch here, but does not air turn JB. A little bit awkward, but that's okay. We recover. You cannot burst this. You're eating so much damage through awakening. You have 150 meter, you're dead, actually. See what I mean about Yukari just randomly exploding you for no reason?
Yeah.
And
getting the max hits on the Magarula right there into SB arrow shot. Thun Lunk tying it up.
What even was that? I don't even know what what AL1S got hit by. It's like every straight hit from Yukari is just death.
Yeah, I mean that's the recipe for success with this character. For I always get shades of some Happy Chaos gameplay dealing with them, where it's just sometimes you just die because you got hit by something random.
Don't call me a Happy Chaos player ever again. Thank you.
You're not. You're a Yukari player because you're playing Persona. Orb hit has to burst that.
Nice.
Yeah, you're gonna take way too much damage there.
Yeah, AL1S knows the matchup, uses Orb a lot because it absorbs the arrows. A lot of projectile durability on it. But when you're in the corner, none of that matters. An unfortunate DP. It's going to be counter hit. Not the most damage in the world, but still burst the second they get Awakening. That is your best chance to win. It gets put into jail.
Yeah, getting clipped by that is huge immediately after the burst as well. So AL1S tried to OMC to mix them up. Thun Lunk thought they were one layer ahead, but they were in fact one layer behind. We don't have 50 meters to guarantee the kill, but we forced the DP after the reset right there.
No shenanigans allowed. Escapes. And look at all that IV meter. Evil shall perish. Enjoy this mix. 5A. Nice. Dead angle with the cross up. I didn't know Labrys' dead angle hits that way.
Yeah, it's her 2B hitbox right there, so it just hits all around her right there. And it's going to be scary. However, chip damage coming through, but it's really one touch for either of these players. But the AOA comes out for Thun Lunk to secure the round.
Yeah, AL1S almost got away with murder whiffing that DP and no punish, but it just ends up working out for Thun Lunk. Who has the best scrambled eggs?
Right now, it looks like Thun Lunk's the one who's cooking up an omelet.
That's right. It's sticking to the pan. They use the cast iron, no oil. It's just nothing but brown nonsense at the bottom, but it still works. It doesn't matter. That's Persona. I feel like if you have a solid round of Persona, something went wrong. Like, unironically. like if both players looked like they played well, something went horribly wrong.
Yeah. That's...
This game is best played, like, as complete nonsense BS factory.
Yeah. And that's where you see, I think, a lot of the success from players is when they get that BS shenanigans to really be starting. Thun going to be the one looking for that right now. Yeah, you ever take 4K for a straight arrow hit and get Persona locked out so you can't even burst this next hit until halfway through?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I would burst that regardless, but, it still shuts down the option. Nice DP. Tries to get a 5A pickup, not quite at the height. Has to deal with this pressure. I think you just block it out. You're okay. Gets hit by 5A. Decides that they can win this round and bursts. And unfortunately, it looks like that might not come to pass, but the combo drop.
Staying very
Nice.
patient right now.
Good JA. Finds a hit.
Catching Thun as soon as they're falling a little bit. We'll get the full extension right here in the corner as well. Won't build all the way to Red Axe. The overhead may have done it, but Thun did a good job of DPing out. And ALS once again sitting on a bit of a back foot right here. Gets caught with the delay overhead on the Garu call.
Great reactions from Thun. I do not think that was a guess. I think that was a reaction. Why block the overhead when you can just DP it, right? Okay, that one was a guess. You guessed for your life. Actually, maybe
Maybe spoke a little too soon.
Maybe I spoke a little too soon, but you know what? Oh my god, nice cross up there. Again, 5K for no reason.
That's only 4.5. We won't round up right here.
We round up in this house.
Well, here we go, though. Being locked in the corner on a failed DP versus a Labrys can be scary. Thun forced to burst up. Burst Magarula. Dun, 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 dun. Good roll out right there. Not going to get blown up by it just yet.
Yeah, I think Thun was going for the roll bait, and oh my, well, still alive. Hold on, still alive. Who cares about that? And you get caught by the standing low.
Yeah. Immediately, you already saw them canceling into the AOA after as well, wanting to go for the quick, cheeky, low, high. That's going to be Thun Lunk taking it 2-0, securing that loser's side top 8 spot.
Yeah. Yeah, solid play from AL1S. Solo Octave versus RyuZu. So lots of Yukaris this top 8.
Yeah, is that? Yeah, it's all 3 of the Yukaris made it through.
I think so.
So
I think so.
3 of the 4. That's what it is. 3 of the 4 Yukaris made it through. So excellent stuff right there.
I'm not a disappointment. Wrong.
No, it's 4. It is all 4. It's all 4. Every round 1 match has a Yukari. So I hope you like watching this character because you will be seeing more of it as we get through into our first game. But as we saw before with LukeSky, he knows how to deal with this character and is already off to a good start.
Yeah, but you know how to deal with Thun Lunk. Can you deal with Flood? Flood, I don't think we've actually seen Flood today, have we?
No, Flood has dodged a lot of the stream matches, but is, as we've said before, and I think what a lot of people agree, one of, if not the strongest Yukaris in North America, if not the world, realistically.
Yes, I actually believe the world. Flood's Yukari is actually pretty cracked. And we're going to see it a lot. Nice DP on the V-Slash. 5B counter hit. Forces the burst. Magarula, you know what? Just says, I'm going to get hit.
Honestly, getting hit by Magarula in that burst situation is probably for your own benefit, because if you can get the read immediately afterwards, just like this, you should be able to secure it with the final Sukugaja confirm LukeSky taking game number 1.
I think that unironically might have been getting hit on purpose.
Yeah. No,
yeah, I 100% agree with that.
We saw it before when LukeSky was playing Thun. He got hit by the Magarula because you take like 3K from it, but if you block it and then you guess wrong on the mix afterwards, you're taking 4 to 6K against the Yukari. It's just less damage.
Yep, it's less damage, and also when you hit a grounded hit, you have more opportunities to burst bait, right? Potentially even burst safe combos. So getting hit there and bursting worked out very smart, very much awareness, unless they get hit in an accident, in which case I'm a fool. But only LukeSky knows, and you know what? LukeSky's too busy playing.
It's an option select regardless. It'll work
right.
in the favor of us in the booth right here. You see them trying to press any of these moments against Flood, but once again, once they get that read of patience, be like, okay, I can run up, I can close in, and now it's my time to shine.
Yep, eating that 5A, 1.2K. Takes a lot of hits to take down anyone as a Yosuke, excuse me. Too many Y characters in this game. Yes. Yosuke, Yukari, Yukiko always confuse me.
You Narukami, you the player. There's too much happening right here, but Magarula gets hit right here. We do tech out. We get a great IB right there, and we make the burst!
Yeah, that's going to close it out. Good 5A mash. Ends up, I believe that was V-Slash that was bursted, and yeah, unfortunate. 2B punish. Not a lot of damage, but you didn't need a lot of damage in that case.
Yeah, but excellent stuff from LukeSky right here, really showing that they are feeling themselves in this tournament.
Yeah, LukeSky, it is very clear, knows this matchup incredibly well.
Yeah, it's like we've seen it now. This is like is this the 3rd different Yukari that we've seen him play on stream?
I believe it's the second.
The second. Yeah,
I believe it's the second. Yes.
So But yeah, once again, just showing a masterclass in how to deal with this character, and showing a lot of strength, especially on that normal Yosuke, a character that I think a lot of people would, maybe write off if they weren't as, in the know as someone like LukeSky is. But you already see Flood being a little bit more aggressive and trying to change the pace, right? Being more willing to slam that DP, more willing to go for just normals instead of these arrow calls, knowing that when LukeSky gets those reads, it spells danger for them. Tried to burst out, but...
Accidental burst, but that's okay. As long as you win the match, it's like it never even happened. It's okay.
Oh, but it might be happening right here. LukeSky, though, is at a pixel in a dream, but V-Slash gonna connect. Sukukaja time right here. You are outside of Awakening, so you are going to be taking so much more damage than you really should be, and this is just enough for LukeSky to rob the round.
That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. All of the beans fell out of the suitcase there. Just nothing left. But it's all right. As long as you stay composed, Flood is good enough to be able to take this back. Blocks the 5A mash out. Good awareness from LukeSky.
Yeah.
Nice. Good throw.
I'm really good at just Luke is so good at willing to just reset to neutral, right? You see him just backing away and you're like, okay, let's go play full screen because I know if I'm right, I can get these run-up JAs just like this.
Yeah, catches the 2A counter hit. Trying to mash something. Might have been throw tech. Yep, good IBs, manages to find the DP, and unfortunately the short hop goes right over Yukari's 5A. But
gets hit once again.
Gets hit. Okay, I agree. Although actually, hold on, this conversion might be kind of cracked. Nice, good 5A. Yeah, decides to burst. I agree. You could just win this here. You might as well. Sukukaja up.
Yeah, knowing that they can just guarantee the kill if they can find one more hit, but these couple of stray hits from Flood were good, but not enough to close it out just yet. Sukukaja has run out, though, so that meter didn't really work out for LukeSky right here. The patience has to really be good right here, but the 2A, but it's going to be a lot.
Okay, no kill.
Oh my god!
He low it, but unfortunately drops it.
That quick OMC was insane. I got jump scared by that. Oh my goodness.
Honestly.
It might be like slightly favored into Karma just off of like a robbery factor.
Sure.
That has, but I think from like player to player, it's as close to 50-50 as you can get.
I imagine.
It's two people as well that both just have, as we've seen before when we saw them on stream, have these insane confirms on top of each other, or like on top of these characters that deal so much damage, and they're going to be getting the most mileage out of every single hit that they possibly can right here. But that route didn't finish, I think, like Karma wanted to, so that gives Bonch a chance. DP doesn't work against cross-up J2B like you would versus other characters, so Bonch now in control of the core to burst forced out from Karma.
Yeah, Karma now holding down the neutral. Goes for the IDJA, connects, but no conversion. Bonch gonna capitalize, gonna get some good damage here. And by good damage, I mean all the damage, actually.
This is an insane round for Bonch, not only being able to secure it, stole burst, took no curse gauge. Yes. So Karma has to start from scratch in a losing position. So this is what Bonch wants to be doing. It's what you're going to be, I think, seeing a lot as these matches progress forward. But you can't be going into these projectile wars. Think gunshots will be beating it. Parry will beat it out for Karma. Does have to block trap, so maybe this game plan can be working out a little bit more. But the DP got a little aggressive right there from Bonch. And now Karma going to be able to get their own game plan going.
Yeah, certainly all that fake H just fails on the back of one DP, and once again cannot make it safe. Does not have the meter. Can you generate the 50 cash? You don't even need it. You don't even need it.
Don't even need it.
Shadow Naoto, a character that kills you by design and still does like 4K damage on random hits. But yeah, Karma is playing so solid today. Utilizing those traps, utilizing the cross-ups, just like solid mix. They are really playing out of their minds. And Bonch too, just how clean the first round is. Yeah. This is going to be a wild match. You had better strap in as you have to eat this corner pressure. JB getting some solid damage, knocking on the door, but Karma knocks back. 5A mashes out.
Yeah, gets raid as well. Will miss the final shot. No whiff kick because you pop Shadow Frenzy, but you didn't have the confirm. Karma was looking to secure the round right there, but Stinger coming through. OMB, this is the Bonch special right here. You are going to die.
Oh my god. You know what I just got done talking about scrambled eggs?
Yeah.
I feel like you just made scrambled eggs and dropped them on the ground. The match was yours. You had it in your hands. You were transferring it from the oven to the the little mat, and you just dropped it. But it is what it is. This is the game that we play. This game is not easy, and converting is so hard. And Bonch just manages to be the protagonist.
Yeah, Bonch, like, Bonch was someone who's always known for these insane confirms. Like, it would be like, why would anybody go for this hard of a route at this point in a tournament? But you see how much that pays off the farther and farther we get into it. It's just the confidence to know that it's like, oh, you messed up right there. You still have 75% of your health. That's fine. I can still kill you.
Yeah, he knows his numbers for sure. And Narukami, a character that generally doesn't do a lot of damage off straight hits until they don't, right? Very persona coded in that way. Nice. Good 5C of the DP.
Just looping these 2,500 damage situations to a good old-fashioned strike throw situation. Bonch securing a perfect and putting themselves one step closer to meeting LukeSky in that winner's finals.
Yeah, Karma gonna have to find a way to secure the wins. By no means playing bad, but Bonch is playing out of his mind, and whiffs the throw, has to burst. It is forced. Shadow Sicko mode is officially offline for a while, as Karma has to win this the way that people always did. Good old-fashioned gameplay.
Let's see if they can keep it up. But once again, we saw this happen with Bonch the last time they got into the same spot where they tried to, fight these zoning patterns, but just ended up losing their persona cards again and again and again. Gets hit with the overhead this time, but no super confirm because I think Karma wants to save it for when they can guarantee at 0. DP cancel off the persona called Zeodyne. Really good, but Karma's still one step ahead.
Yeah, not a huge punish on that, but a punish is a punish, increasing the Karma gauge just a smidge, and the reflector bullet manages to catch Bonch by surprise, but no conversion. And we are entering negative penalty. Going to be a little bit of a problem here, but hey, if you win the match, who cares?
Yeah, but if you let that negative penalty fully connect, it is not a good spot, but for Karma, it doesn't matter right here. Able to secure that round. And I think really just was trying to build that burst gauge up as long as possible, making sure that they could have it for the guaranteed kill this round. At 8 curse gauge, though, so still has a little bit of a hill to climb to get to that.
Yeah, the Hands of Fate are not grasping at Bonch quite yet, but any hit could do it here. Nice. Gets hit by a counter hit JB, goes for an option. Don't know which one. Hits regardless, and the instant overhead.
Yeah, but didn't have the resources to fully convert off of the SB Raging Lion right there. Bad burst, unfortunately. I think expecting that super to come through maybe a little bit more to keep yourself safe, but it doesn't work. JD coming through to try to catch Karma out, but instead Raid super connects.
Yes, goes for the knockdown, but air throws out, a solid 1.6. Oh, it tries to hit the corner escape, succeeds, and now we got pressure going. Gets it by overhead, very good burst. That could have gone very poorly for Karma, as they were fighting for their winner side life here. And the DP whiff!
Yeah, Karma just had the read. Bonch been going for those DPs so many times, but a couple buttons into the Hama confirm at the very end. Will do it. Karma ties it up 1-1.
Yeah, Karma just nerves of steel there on a pixel. Manages to burst at a timing where Bonch just could have baited it, but it ends up working out. And we are now 1-1 here on winner's side, as the upside of going for a throw needs to defeat Karma.
Lend me your strength.
What a funny name. The upside of going for a throw. What is it about? What does that even mean?
I think that's might be about the Street Fighter 6 patch notes that just came out.
Oh, okay, got it.
But because Bonch on apparently on team throw loops here. Which we haven't really seen. I feel like they're really saving throw for those like end of round opportunities where your mental stack is already so high that you're able to have that option be really its most effective.
I feel like not a lot of players are just deciding to block it out today, which is in Persona that's actually a fine thing. Like using your Abare or just mashing DP into super is a fine option. I feel like this is not 5A-5A gameplay, right? This is nonsense on nonsense. Going ham, putting on a show here for TNS, activating Shadow Mode immediately, whiffing the kick. Oops, wrong way, just kidding. That's hard knockdown.
It's a great way to use that immediate Shadow activation. You just put them on 0 curse gauge, right? So now you get to play your normal game plan, what you're already looking for in Shadow Naoto. But at the end of the round, maybe you get a Hama kill, or maybe you save it for the next one. It really just depends on what the situation calls for right here. Bonch, though, recognizing what that situation is and says, hey, I think I just got to secure the round before you even get that opportunity. Baits the parry into a big Zeodyne confirm.
Yep, has to make one more guess here, but solid air throw out. We are getting things started here. You guess for your life, just kidding.
Yeah.
Forces the burst. That's honestly a win, but you want to see if you can go for the full thing. You have another chance here. No 50 meter. Probably has to just do it through damage, but very possible.
But Bonch also just really needs one touch. If they can find that right hit, it'll work out for them. Good rolls from Karma to just stay away from these stray hitboxes and J2Bs. These big trap confirms are coming. The Hama will come out. Karma just wants to secure the round.
Bonch, you seemed like they were so confidently up in this set with a 3-0 lead in terms of rounds. Now suddenly on the back foot as Karma is one match away from going to winners finals.
And I love that you saw Karma just set ground trap, knowing how much that Bonch had been wanting to go for those I-80 J2Bs to try to open him up. So caught him in the landing, recovery of that as well. Able to try to bring that curse gauge down a lot. Parry will as well, but a DP, it will not stop Bonch from DPing no matter what you do.
Right, you try to turn steal me, no worries. I got DP. I'm gonna use it. It's one button. What's the worst that could happen? Well, getting kicked in the face into shadow mode's pretty actually horrible. I'm not gonna lie. You're not dead, are you? No.
You have to yeah, just convert into the damage right here, but the kick should do it right at the very end. What?
You died? You died for that? But we got our next match coming up. Solo Octo versus RyuZu. Solo Octo on the right playing Yosuke.
Yeah, it's a different shade of the previous match that we had on our first round of the top 8. This time on that Shadow Yosuke. And you see sort of the same game plan that Solo Octo is going through, right? Just a little bit more patience, trying to find opportunities to run under. But RyuZuzu doing a really good job of just preemptively sniping him down.
Yeah, and that JB from the wind reflector just coming in, dealing a lot of damage. 100 meter. I think he just died off 2 random hits here. Yeah, you were dead. That was... It's like we barely even started, RyuZu. We gotta wake up. Come on. You can't finish matches that quickly.
We're in top 8. You should be woken up. The coffee should be hitting. The caffeine should be through the system. But here we go. Once again, Solo Octo playing patient, but RyuZu, I love this change-up that RyuZuzu is going forward. It's like, okay, I know like what your game plan is now, because I think everybody's shifting, seeing what LukeSky's doing, like, oh, I should just do that. And now just trying to challenge him up close a little bit more.
Yeah, amazing run under. Goes for the 5A instead of the 2B. Does not connect. I'm going to be eating a good amount of damage here, but unfortunately, the DP whiffs. And RyuZu's going to cash in that one more burst, cash in that damage. Gonna get... I don't think so. Am I wrong?
No, oh.
No, yeah, you're alive, you're alive. It's close. Woo. And DP into DP, you love to see it, and DP into DP into DP.
Yeah. Look, if you're just gonna keep DPing, you just have to find the right window to punish it, and it's gonna be a quick first game.
Tabby, this game is so stupid. This game is dumb as hell. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
I have never seen a top 8 with more DPs in my entire life, and you know what? Every single one was correct. I actually agree with every single one.
I think there's one I disagree with. I think there's one from the Bonch set I disagree with. But other than that, like, yeah, pressing DP was right in almost every situation that's brought up. But now you see, like, I think Solo Octo trying to find the ways to change the pace of this game into their favor, right? Already finding a good way to run RyuZuzu down to the corner, but the cross up DP right there, gonna be good to allow them to zone him out once again.
Yeah, very good confirm on the J charge 2B into JB. Going to be getting very solid damage here. More importantly, the setup. Oh, DP does not connect. It hits Persona, I believe. Yeah, Yosuke's DP is pretty awkward. Sometimes it'll trigger but not connect because I believe it hits low than... Like, it's not a full square. I don't actually know for certain, but I see it with quite often. Blocking that out.
I love the patience. You even said, like, a lot of people would just go for the jump immediate air turn to try to catch their opponent, but Solo Octo just taking as long as possible on all these decisions because they know they need to find the right one just like this. Sukukaja has been popped. This is going to be a ton of damage. Couldn't find the end to it that they were looking for. This is going to give RyuZuzu a chance to mix them up. Magarula not going to open him up just yet, but maybe the second one will.
No, just a little bit too far. And yeah, just did not have the meter for the defensive rollout and just had to hold it, and unfortunately could not hold all these lines. Drops them all over the ground. It's all right. Next round, Octo trying to fight their way back. Excellent throw tech. Dash at 5A, solid pressure.
Good IBs though from RyuZuzu, not trying to get opened up too much, but as soon as I say that, the commentator's curse applies. Solo Octo finding a big hit, trying to stagger out right now, but the DP comes out for RyuZuzu, allow them to take control.
DP into Oki, hits with the EX 236A, manages to get some good damage in, but V-slash pressure here from Octo, just gonna be solid 5A into 5A into 5A. We'll need 1 or 2 more hits. Probably 1 more at this rate. We'll see. Nice.
Yeah.
Good punish on the DP. RyuZuzu says, I'm not going to burst. Just kidding. They decide, you know what? I'm going to do it. And Octo, once again, just accepts the hit.
Yeah, taking that 2500, trying to find a way to open him up. Oh, no. Going into Garudine
So
right
smart,
there.
So smart. So smart. Mash DP. Mash it harder. I agree. And you are getting paid for it as RyuZuzu takes it over Solo Octo off of the DP mash on the Super OMC. Honest play always wins. Honest play
Pink
always wins.
Ranger always presses DP.
That's right. That's right. There's nothing about Persona I love more than mashing DP and block stun. You just got
From the last time he did this. I know what your plan is. I'm sandbagging your bit. I'm sandbagging your bit, Thun.
Thunlong saying, you know what? I think that like the insanely winning matchup, like one of Labrys' 2 worst matchups in the game, I'd rather scrap here and just play 5A bot. But so far it's working, dancing on him.
Like we were saying before, in the last time this situation happened, the Thun show is like slightly more real than it has been in the past. Like I think he could win games with it. However, you're doing it against Aurha, who's consistently shown themselves to be one of the strongest Labrys players, someone who understands this character at a very, very high level. This is going to be very scary. Like you're just dying right now.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you play Maniac mode, and it just does not work out for you, as Lunk is currently working very hard to throw this match, but manages to get the hit. Maybe they can run it back with Show. Awakening up. Good throw, speaking of throws.
Going for it. I like the ideas they had of, like, consistently trying to go for, like, the quick TK SP overhead to try to catch him up with the high-low 50-50, but... Or just like, if I'm just patient enough, Show doesn't deal enough damage, and I can land 1 hit, you're going to die for it. Survival Knights, though, coming out, though, trying to zone him out. The 2B whiffs, so that's going to give Aurha a huge counter hit punish right here.
All right, solid DP out. Gonna start some solid 5A pressure. Yep, you can just react to that DP. That DP is dog booty. All right, looks to grab. Gets caught by 2A. Doesn't care about the damage here, just wants the pressure. And yeah, forces the burst.
No meter cash out just yet, because they want to save it for these OMCs and try to open them up once more. AOA will be the start for Aurha right here, but misses the full extension. So that's fine. Just need 1 more touch.
Yeah, that's all right. You're okay. You have Red Axe. You're taking all the damage of your life in the corner, and you're dead.
OMD right here to close it out, but that's only going to give Thun 1 round to tie it up with no burst on deck. Aura's burst almost back. This is anyone's game.
It's amazing that Thun finds a way to lose even when he wins. It's very impressive. I feel like playing Show right now, I'm like shaking my head during this whole entire match. Like, it does not matter how well they do, I'm still disappointed in them.
Yeah.
Like, all this pressure is great, but like, you know what'd be better? Playing your main. Play your main. Run it out.
You know what you'd say to that? This is my main.
You deserve that. I'm rooting against you. I'm gonna enter bias. You deserve that fatal counter. You deserve to eat this Red Axe Bull, and you deserve to go back to character select Thun. Pick a real character.
Let's try this again, Thun.
Try again.
We've given you another opportunity. Let's try this again.
Would you like to restart and pick a different route? I feel like you like
10.
You know when you're playing like one of those like visual novel games and you just choose like the wrong option and you're locked into like the shitty route?
Yeah.
I feel like that just happened. Oh, don't.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
All right. Well, I respect the tenacity. That is the compliment I will give. I respect the tenacity. The will to lose is is so buff. But I'm still gonna commentate it like it's any other match. It's okay. It's all right. I'm sure the show will press 5A multiple times and then do random dives, and then get caught out by Labrys and Red Axe and explode.
Yeah, and we're gonna see that Red X be built up as a DP attempt came out from Thun right here. This isn't even Red X. You're not dead, but like you're spiritually dead.
Well, now you're dead.
Yeah, Moon Smasher. OMC,
Yeah.
gonna keep yourself safe.
Doesn't matter. You're dead. Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Thun Lunk.
He always does this.
You've donated 67 cents 100 times in this bracket, and then you pick show? Aren't you like 20? Like you're in like your mid-20s, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, you just moved
What are you doing?
You just moved into a new apartment. So
You got a
gotta pay the
job,
movers.
man. You don't gotta be doing this. What are you doing?
He's finding the
Oh
right
my
counterplay to deal with
God.
DP, but Goldburst comes out for Aurha right here, finding the OMC confirm as well, just trying to build as close to Red Axe as possible, but the DP coming out for Thun once again does catch him with just the empty 2A low. This could be good for Thunlock to maybe secure a round while keeping burst.
All right, yeah, going for some pressure. This is not gonna work. You will get punished for this. Just kidding. It is hard to punish. All due respect, it's very hard to punish.
Yeah.
And it looks like Thunlock might actually win a match here.
We're
As
yet
it
to
is
see.
1-1.
There's still a round to be played, and the last time we saw this, Aurha killed him in 2.1 hits.
Yes, but Aurha, the difference is that Aurha has Green Axe here, and also Aurha is currently getting Fatal Countered, and it looks like Thunlunk actually knows their show Fatal Counter combos. Drops it
Yeah.
at the end, but that's okay. Gonna get some pressure going. Brap. AOA to the ground.
Yeah, still stuck in Green X, though. I think he's right at the edge of yellow, but Thun going to be taking it down, fighting the side swap. Great late JB counter hit right here, but still not enough damage. DP will get baited, though, but Aurha
Very
can't
good
find the
5A.
confirm.
Yeah, you have to 5A before they land, or else you're in deep trouble as you have to guess between super or no super. And just EX slashes out of there, goes to the grab, gold burst. Now has 100 meter to play with. You can reversal OMC. You can do a lot of options here if you get in trouble. Yeah, baiting burst. Thunlunk says, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, going for gold burst. Alpha counter does come out. Trading right here. Both players just playing at the, with like 1 life left.
Yeah, you deserve that. You deserve that. Thunlunk, thank you for donating. How much is 67 times 10? $6.70 X3.
But then he also donated $6.70.
Yeah,
So
he
it's
did
like,
twice. He did twice.
are like, oh, this Adachi guy's so funny, and then they like didn't play the game and realize everything about that character within the JRPG. But we're playing the fighting game here as we get into our next round of losers coming through. I hope you like Yukari, because you get to see
That's
two of them
right.
on screen this time.
Speaking of villains, we have normal Yukari versus normal Yukari mirror matches. I hope you like zoning, and I hope you like rushdown all at the same time, because somehow they do it. And oh my god, that guy with $101 donation is excited for the mirror. We have some Persona action coming for you.
Thank you so much for the donation. I believe, we are out of codes, but we are only a couple dollars away from getting to that that top 4 prize split right here. So if you have a couple bones to throw, the players would very much appreciate it as we get into the blue versus the green. The patience between this matchup. Like, we've talked about this before with Yukari. She has the ability to blow anyone up if you can find these right hits, but it's actually kind of hard for Yukari to open up Yukari.
It's pretty tough. Like her pressure is not amazing, actually. It's really not the best. It is quite good when they get the hit, right? They get the 50-50 setup, they get the tornado setup. Like Magarula isn't always available and unfortunately whiffs it, but not enough to not plus enough to combo. That's okay, you get some pressure going. A random bomb's hanging out over there. I think that is FluddSan.
Good roll, not having to hold the Magarula. Unfortunately, wasn't able to find the kill when they were at the pixel, so now just has to IB through all this. Does get caught open
Sweep.
with the low.
Yeah, sweep is a lot of damage there. Nice. Just manages to escape here. FluddSan just on a pixel, but there's no chip kills in this game, so you have to fight the old-fashioned way.
You have to find a way to open them up, but you can be patient for quite a long time, but you can't be patient forever, and that's gonna give RyuZuzu the first round. I do think this is an interesting thing between these two players. As we've seen before, RyuZuzu is, I feel like, much more of the like aggressive Yukari in a lot of these
100%.
matches, while Flood has always been a little bit more defensive, trying to find those opportunities to snipe you out, and we're kind of seeing how those different game plans and styles do end up fighting each other. Break confirm!
From corner to corner on a jump back JB. Ryuzu knows this character. Nice throw, showing Flood what's up. Flood considered one of the best Yukaris in the US. Ryuzu showing up with the burst punish. 5C, this is gonna do it. You are dead, no burst available, and unfortunately drops it, but that's okay. All you need is one hit and a rough dead angle that is jumped. And Ryuzu a first round.
Yeah, excellent stuff. Yeah, we love to see these newer players really coming up and taking names. Like, if you would have asked me before this, I saw Flood in there. I'm like, oh, Flood's gonna win probably. He's been winning everything for so long. But seeing all these really strong players coming out of the woodworks it's just a beautiful sight to see. But I'm very interested to see how Flood wants to adjust and adapt their game plan going into this. Maybe like, do I need to match their tempo a little bit more? Do I need to try to meet the aggression?
It's tough, right? Because like in a mirror match, you don't win by changing your game plan often. You win by changing your timing, right?
Yes.
Because if you go in on Yukari, unless you can play the player and understand where their weaknesses are, a lot of it is adjusting your timing, right? Ryuzu just happened to hit the right JBs at the right time and was able to convert from the right spacing. That is not a matchup thing. That is a when you press the button thing. So FluddSan can take a deep breath, get recomposed, and just change his pacing just a smidge. It's not necessarily an adaptation. It's just a change in rhythm, right? You gotta find the right rhythm. So fighting games are like jazz. It's not the buttons you press. It's the buttons you don't press.
Yeah, we'll see what buttons don't get pressed right here, but right now, the burst button getting pressed out right here. Flood wants to try to be in control early where they can, and like you said, changing up those button timings ends up getting a lot more chip damage versus RyuZuzu, but now RyuZuzu was about to take the lead, but Flood finds the hit.
Yeah, JA is very solid damage here for absolutely no reason. This is 4.2k for free into sweep. You're dead. You can't burst this. Don't burst this. You're fine. Yeah, very solid play from Flood and good restriction from Yuzu to not burst that.
Yeah, no reason to burst and try to gamble your way back in. But a great run up from both of them. Flood just gets the earlier 5A press by just a couple frames right here, and this is the start that they want.
That's right, both players sharing the same brain cell. Very solid burst. This is what you get paid. You know, you're cashing in your investment from not bursting the first round, right? And now you're back to neutral, which is where you've shined this entire tournament. Nice, good JB. IB. Excellent IBs from Flood on both of them, actually. Damn.
Yeah, just doing whatever you can to just make sure that you're not going to get chipped down, because really, if you can just find one big confirm after getting chipped for a bunch, that's what has led in this first match. But
I don't know if you heard that, but my heart just fell out of my chest as both Yukaris run up to each other and just say what's up, and they just crouch. They sit down for a snack, you know?
Sometimes you need a little bit of a stare down.
Yeah,
K-guard counter hit.
Good damage here. Up. Roll into DP, and the random arrow. I don't think that RyuZu expected that. I certainly didn't.
Not so sure either. They tracked out, but we weren't ready for the big confirm on top of it. Flood, though, does have 150 meter on deck, can make something big happen here. I think trying to bait out a Magarula attempt, but also is sitting in the life deficit right here. Needs to find a hit to at least try to make this timeout work in their favor.
Yeah. And this is the strength of Yukari. It's not only, oh my god, EX, and you are unblockable. You have a burst, but it whips, but no punish. You're lucky. You're lucky. You better be thinking someone tonight.
But Flood, yeah, just gold burst out, burst Magarula. You have to hold this because we get the time out right here. And Flood able to secure that game with a timeout.
Gold burst Magarula is so smart. That is awareness. I honestly did not see the time. And that was some composed, solid gameplay. Really just a match of economies. You know what I mean? Like, FluddSan cashed in everything. He had 150 meter. He had the gold burst. had the life lead. At that point, you know, you've done your work. You've invested your cash in the right spots, and you just got to cash in. You just got to grow old and let the time keep ticking.
Exactly. The retirement fund was fully built right there. We are now getting into the final game of this losers quarter match. The winner of this will be the Yukari that moves forward to try to get it through this loser semis, but we'll have to see who it's going to be. Right now, Flood looks like that they're feeling themselves a little bit more after that last round going into their favor.
Nice. Hits the JA, has to burst this. That is a lot of damage. That's like 4.2k at least. All right, gets thrown. You can't convert from that far, but you do get a good setup, and that setup is being cashed in as we get some solid combos into the EX arrow shots, and that is a clean first round from Flood.
We'll have to see if RyuZuzu can adjust a little bit more, going for like an instant JA right there to open him up. And once again, JA coming out, no burst on deck for Flood, so you do have to just keep all of this damage in the corner. And I like the decision to go for Charm just to try to strip some of that meter away. Unfortunately, it didn't work. An AOA, though, will work for Flood right here. This is huge. Haru opens him up, forces the burst out. Yeah, RyuZuzu had to burst right there. They have got their back against the wall right now a little bit, but so does Flood.
Yeah, my internet might be exploding, but I'm seeing the health bars. I'm able to see who is exploding.
Yep. Yeah, right now it looks like Flood is the one that's fully in control right here, but wasn't able to finish it out. The stare down just a little bit more, and RyuZuzu able to keep themselves alive, securing that round. We are in final game, final round. All right, continuing to just keep the zoning pattern up right here. Trying to do whatever they can, but Flood just knows that if they can find that one opportunity to open RyuZuzu up, they could maybe secure it, but RyuZuzu does not want to let that happen. DP does connect for Flood, though.
Yeah, speaking of RyuZuzu being back online in this match, I am also back online as my internet decided to explode, but here we go. FluddSan getting some big damage in the corner.
Yeah, but as soon as you came online, the internet stripped away from RyuZuzu, unfortunately.
First, I'm so sorry for being your bad luck charm, as you are unjustifiably evacuated and excommunicated from the tournament. Oh, man. Oh, man, what a... We went to timeout last match.
We did. And then we went to 37.
26 Narukami? I feel like it is. I feel like Labrys is not much of a protagonist in the new one. It's been a long time since I played story mode.
Yeah, it's probably been a decade.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. It's been a while, but these players have also been waiting a while, ready to get into it. And you know, sort of the opposite of what you saw in the previous match, where both players wanted to play kind of slow. These two people, they're both going to be spinning their arms, and if you get hit, it's your fault.
Nice. Good DP. Immediate gold burst. Wants nothing to do with that Okazemi. Instead wants all the cash in the world. Does not spend it and gets rewarded for their effort with a 5A to beat jump startup. Immediate red axe.
But we just roll out of the Oki set right there. That came out for Aurha, but it does not matter.
Hurt. This is gonna hurt so bad. Are you? You have EX Raging Bull. I think you're dead. Yeah, you're dead. You died from that. What a character. Labrys, you're all right in my book.
What a character. And big shout out to Juicy Duelist for bringing us over that $300 mark. It means we're into
all right.
Top. So now these players are fighting for the money.
They are.
Yeah, because this will guarantee you 4th place at least. So a lot more is on the line right here. We'll see who can come out on top. But right now, Aurha is looking to be making a comeback of this early life deficit that Bonch brought to the table.
Yeah, excellent roll decision. And Aurha playing out of their mind. Nice. Going to be a good, solid hit. Unfortunately, whiffs. That's okay. You're all right. You still got the corner pressure. Has to burst. Yep, you had to burst there 100%. You were not an Awakening, and EX Raging Bull is going to hit you right in the face.
Yeah, and this also popped you right into basically Perfect Awakening, so it gives you access to Cross Slash. And since Aura's not an Awakening, you can just spend all of these supers to be putting them into a one-touch situation and a classic run-up throw.
Yep, the upside of throw. Their name coming to fruition.
For a throw.
That's right. The upside of going for a throw. You better go for a throw at every opportunity you possibly can. Zio into Zio. Solid American neutral.
Catching the back dashes from Aurha. I think they were trying to invuln through him, but it didn't end up working out in their favor. Ooh, great 2B.
Nice
pickup.
2B. Very solid 2B, but unfortunately back throw. Gonna have to start dealing with some pressure.
Yeah.
Very meaty overhead, ends up being plus. But Bonch manages to get out here. Another gold burst!
Yeah,
Aurha
this time
says, you know what? I don't care about the burst, I just want the tax.
Yeah.
And they are going to be justly rewarded with it off that hit, but unfortunately does not convert.
Yeah, sitting at yellow, though, so a little bit more comfortable. Down to green quickly, though, for whiffing that button, so they have to really find a big opening right here if they want to get into that red axe.
Speaking of big opening. Ow. Ow. And you have 50 meter on top of it, too.
Yeah.
This
so
is going to be pretty tough for Bonch.
They did spend 25 to go for SP Spires right there to try to mix him up, but Bonch able to get out of it, catches him with the Raging Lion OMC. You have OMB available, but that burst will come back at the last second if Bonch can't find the kill with the cross slash right here, but he will! Bonch taking game number 1.
Bonch, you're pretty good at this game. I feel like Bonch just performed the heist.
Yeah.
Found your own path.
He literally just
bandit.
like Ocean's 11'd the hell out of Aurha.
He's the Matt Damon of Persona 4, you're so right.
You're so correct. Matt Damon is the closest thing we have in this world to a main character, so I agree with you actually.
That is true.
Yeah. All right, we'll see if Aurha can adjust. I love the gold burst decisions. Normally, gold bursts, I kind of look at them like, but they've all been hitting and using using burst early to get red axe early so that you can regenerate burst as you maintain momentum with red axe actually is a pretty smart strategy from Labrys. I really like it.
Yeah,
I never thought to use it that way.
It's one of those like macro level plays that I think requires a confidence in your ability to pilot the character, but also a pretty like solid understanding of like why you're doing these decisions. But also Bonch has been doing a good job of just allowing them to get to red axe without even needing to spend the burst right here, and this is what you want to be seeing if you're on Team Aurha.
Yeah, not enough to kill. Unfortunately, a pretty weak starter. But Bonch might be able to run away with this as you start getting the pressure going. Labrys DP is notoriously terrible, but it does not matter as it closes out that round with Red Axe. Locked and loaded with Burst on both accounts. It might be a hard round for Bonch, but this is how it gets started. A good 5B. And also the JB to beat Backdash. Solid air confirm.
Finds the throws well. So now gets to open him up with the 5D pressure. See if they can loop back into it, but we'll just DP out of the throw reset attempt. That was the downside of going for a throw right there. You ended up getting hit. Now you're getting caught with the overhead OMC right here.
Nice. Good IDJA. Excellent IBs and the 5B counter hit. You are going to die if you do not burst. You have to. You have no choice.
But you
and
couldn't.
the choice has been made for you at 6-7 seconds. Put your hands in the air. Aurha taking it over Bonch. It is now 1-1 in this losers quarters match.
Yeah, and that was great recognition from Aurha to go like, okay,
Yes.
I have to go for OMB to immediately lock them out of going for burst right there. You just strip that option away, guarantee your kill. It's one of those things that you don't get to see on non-shadow characters a lot, but that shows you how heads up Aurha is right here with their Labrys. We are getting into our third game. It is anyone's match.
Yeah, very solid decisions too. Just found the way to get around burst. I think like I don't know if that was entirely burst safe, but maybe by the time Bonch realized that they were already dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was probably about that. But also, you know, sometimes like you just get exploded in rounds like that, and you just take it, and you use all this time in between to think of like, okay, that went wrong. How do I deal with it? How do I change it out? And what music do I change it to?
And they will decide. What is it going to be?
Don't make
Reach
it.
Out for the Truth is pretty good.
Reach Out for the Truth is good. If
I like
Battle for the that's good. Battle for the Hymn of the Souls.
Which one is Battle Hymn for the Soul? Is that a character theme?
No, this is the final boss theme of the. This is like the pre-Reach Out for the Truth song.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah,
that's all right.
you'll recognize it as soon as you hear it.
Oh, it's hard to hear. I think the music is turned down over the actual match, but not for them. Nice burst bait. Gonna hit with the 5B.
Great roll through though. Bonch, you see them being a little bit more passive on their pressure, seeing a lot of these DPs coming up for Aurha and working for them. So just being a little bit more respectful and wanting to hold it. Dive kick gonna get anti-aired as well. This is huge for Aurha.
Yeah, very good anti-air. Actually has to delay it if they go for dive kick, so really nice timing. And fatal counter with Red Axe has to burst or else they were dead, and they do not want to lose this round, but you know what? It might come to fruition anyways. You are dead. Goodbye. Aurha cleaning up, bulls out, axe up, axe red. It is match point potentially here for Aurha.
Looking like Michael Jordan in the 93 Bulls right here. Playing dominant so far against Bonch, but Bonch not out just yet.
Yeah, Bonch one of the greats of the game too. So if Aurha can take this, it will be, I think it's considered an upset. So maybe we got something crazy going on, especially Labrys. Labrys, a character that is generally considered weak in this game, but as you can see from Aurha, they can play as cross-up JB after cross-up JB, but Bonch manages to find the way out. Not a lot of damage, but the corner pressure is what's important, and DP again working!
Yeah,
Those DPs are not supposed to work, it's terrible!
We're seeing Bonch have, once again, Gold Burst working out, allowing them to keep their red axe. Oh my god, you're dead, because there's... You can lock out the burst right here. Bull isn't enough to kill just yet, so Bonch, you have one shot, one opportunity left.
Yeah, it has burst, but doesn't matter. Cannot take any hit. You're gonna have to spend it on gold burst, and you do. The OMB coming out. Gonna be super. Dive. Cross.
Into cross slash.
Slash. And Bonch coming back from what looks like a surely lost round.
But that was a lot of resources spent, right? Had to go for burst right there. Big clash right at the start right here. And Aurha.
You had to spend it. You had to. You know, at this point, you are hanging on to the edge of the cliff just by white bare knuckle gripping the edge of the ravine. And a DP again, but this time the DP clash. So intelligent, so smart, gets the counter hit punish, but unfortunately blocks it. Yeah, but no conversion. Oh man. Nice, do it. I agree. Do it. Nice. Good roll out. Back to neutral. Green axe a little bit rough here, but has burst. Will they spend it on gold burst again, or are they gonna wait for a straight hit? I think at this point you have to wait for a straight hit. Good JB counter hit.
You know, we'll just be OMBing right here, recognizing that you're outside of Awakening. You have almost 150 meter on deck as well. You're going to not be in Red Axe, but one bull might be just enough for Aurha, able to take the set 2-1 over Bonch.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
And yeah, we had a couple 2-0s in the beginning, but like as we're progressing further, I think you're going to see all these sets go the distance, especially for a lot of these cases. These are the same people that are playing in and out on the Persona Fight Club Discord, right? These are the same people that are really just grinding out these games against each other. And you're already seeing LukeSky kind of know what Karma wants to do, so played a little bit more patient, found their opportunity for that JA to come through. But Karma says, no, I'm not going to let you stagger. Parry out. Let's get that first gauge down.
Nice. Good JB. Gets a counter hit on a crouching alto, but no conversion. That's all right. Burst out. It happens. Solid combo. Not a lot of fake gauge from there. Most importantly, you get the Oki.
Yeah, but LukeSky also hasn't really given them a big opportunity to even like preemptively set those traps, right, or allow them to go for it. So I think Karma's going to be having to look for maybe some bigger confirms, more of those DPs to get rid of that curse gauge as it goes down.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, right? Because sometimes Yosuke feels like Virgil. Like they literally teleport on top of you. Like you can't even tell. So the risk of setting a trap, even when it feels safe, it is literally never safe unless you can train a Yosuke player to sit still, which is not possible in this match as LukeSky just kind of runs over Karma with 8 million hits.
Yeah, that has been the recipe for success for LukeSky in all of this. Like, it's never about the one big hit. It's death by 1,000 cuts right here. Does end up getting caught by the down trap set early on from Karma, though. LukeSky doesn't let that get to them as they're now trying to find more opportunities to open up with V-Slash.
Yep, managed to get a hit. Gonna be some good Karma increment. Boom. Boom. We are now in the danger zone. For those who don't know, when Fate is 0, if you get hit by Mahamon or whatever the other one's called, Hamon, you are dead, just like this. Here you go. Goodbye.
See ya.
When you're out of Fate, you're doomed. That's how it goes.
But that does reset that gauge all the way back up to 13, so Karma will have to build it down if they want that. But it's fine. Shadow Naoto doesn't even need the curse gauge to find some of these traps, but we'll be seeing a lot of it go away really quickly right here with the immediate Shadow Frenzy pop.
Kick. Yep, we'll need 2 more hits in order to unlock instant kill, not only because they have no meter, but also you have to get that fake gauge and then do the reset. But it is very possible for Shadow Naoto, as Fate is now at 0. Auto combo for the meter generation. You are now at 50. You now have to deal with this, and this is 100% a factor. But excellent backdash 5B. Yosuke cashing in some money, getting some damage. Nice pressure.
Roll out from Karma, though, but LukeSky immediately chases him down, finds the OMB of their own, knowing no burst is on deck, but they just need as much damage as possible. Not able to find the full confirm that they were looking for, but it's fine. We reset anyways, and LukeSky says, no Hama, no Mahamod. It is just going to be Magaru dying to close it out. LukeSky takes game number 1.
That was a really good decision to 1 more burst for the damage. I think there was more to that combo, but they whiffed the dash up JA. I believe that combo's of that puration. But just the amount, like, you just have to cash in. You know what I mean? Yep. Like, even if it doesn't win you the match in that moment, it was 100% the right decision to spend your burst there. Because if you got hit, like, you were eating IK anyways, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
So really good burst awareness.
Excellent stuff from LukeSky. We'll see if they can keep it up or if Karma can start making this climb back up. Go, nice double jump right there, trying to bait out the anti-air to come out from Karma right here. But LukeSky tried to re-challenge up close, and Karma says, nah, you're going to instead hold this super.
Yep. Decides to do it early, maxes out the fake age, and gives you the most time possible to regen burst. It's so funny, even going shadow mode, like, the bottom half of the B, by the time that super ends, is like already starting to fill. Just recovers so quickly. Alright, solid throw, poison's on, doesn't really matter. Not a factor, this JA is a factor, you're dead, goodbye. Next round. See ya! Hi! Boop. Easy.
Easy. Just do that every round.
Easy. Just do that every single round. Ignore the fact that you do not have Shadow Burst anymore.
Look, we've seen Karma do it without Shadow Frenzy.
Oh yeah, no. Shadow Naoto is a great character without Shadow Mode. The ability for Shadow Naoto to do damage for a character who's designed around killing you instantly is quite absurd. It is literally shocking, but unfortunate drop there. Tries to go for the normal setup, which is a explosion into trap, and Yosuke just glides right in, although they can't really glide anymore, and presses 5A, gets the combo going.
LukeSky, though, just constantly trying to find some angle to open up Karma, but right now Karma has not let them get any chance to breathe. A lot of curse still to build up. A Shadow Frenzy now available back on deck as this match has gone on long enough. Catches with the overhead Shadow Frenzy once more. This should be...
unfortunate whiff!
Yeah, the overhead kick.
Still has a chance. 2B. What's the pressure? Sukakaja online. Just gonna go for the damage?
Yeah, I think they were looking for the damage, and they were looking to just make sure that they could have Shadow Frenzy be going along as super possible. Panic was able to hit, but not able to get any big reward to guarantee the kill off of it just yet. Win for the unsafe low, but
sweep, it doesn't finish the plate. That was free. Oh, the random needles hit. And, oh my god. Karma! Karma! You had it!
Yeah, but LukeSky was just so on point. Sent out the 5C to just like call to tell, hey, Karma, calm down a little bit. You saw Karma try to press, just immediately went for 5D to catch him out. Oh, with the Persona displacement, that was so good. Luke willing to live in the scramble right there.
Yeah, block sweep once again. This is what Karma wanted the last round. Cross up trap. Do you have enough to get the meter? You do not, as they spend an EX trap here. Just gonna kill them. Good old-fashioned damage. I do not think Fate is much of a factor right now. Nice blocks. Sweep again. Cancels it this time. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, DP's out. Yep, you don't need Shadow Mode anymore. You don't need it. Unnecessary. Yeah.
The JC is always necessary for Shadow Naoto. Karma tying it up 1-1.
I just realized that Naoto's JC is like, what if Coudoir from Mitsuru was like awful? Like it feels like that should be Mitsuru's persona. They have the exact same weapon. They have rapiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also like Mitsuru's persona, I think fits with Mitsuru pretty well.
It does. It fits her personality. Yeah. It's just I just never realized. I wonder if that's mentioned in the story mode that Naoto's persona also has a Coudoir. Oh no, for chat, I didn't mean it was a bad button. I didn't mean it was a bad button. That's not what I meant. Just coup droit is just like insane. One of the moves of all time.
Yeah, everyone who's had to deal with Karma's shouting out is like, hold on, that button's cracked. Like,
No, the
don't
button's
get
very
it
good.
twisted.
The button's very good. Yeah.
You know, this is good. Popping Shadow Frenzy super early, being able to get that curse gauge down to 0.
Yep. Nice. Good burst block. Gonna be farming some meter here. Not a huge opportunity to auto combo for meter, but that's okay. At this point, might not even need Fate as JA hits. But might as well cash it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Firing the extra bullets just to guarantee. Always make sure that the kill works for you. Karma sitting with a perfect in that first game.
Yeah, this is peak Shadow Naoto gameplay. You know, you just guess right 3 times and the match is yours. I mean, a lot of personas like that, but it is especially true for Shadow Naoto. But luckily, LukeSky going into this next match with no Shadow Burst on the other side, and Karma immediately paying the price for spending all those resources. It was the right decision, but you now have to deal with 5A, 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 JB, all of that nonsense as an excellent 2A conversion, actually, off of that air hit. As you are going to be eating a lot of damage. I do not think you are alive, is what I meant to say. Yeah,
Had
nice.
the little bit of extra poison damage as well, I think, to guarantee it out right there off of the earlier kunai hits right there. So very good for LukeSky. However, that burst gauge almost back up for Karma, though. So once again, the Shadow Frenzy is a factor that Luke has to be cautious about right here. We'll see if they can create a dominant game plan that forces them to use that burst in maybe a more defensive manner. But right now, it is just looking like Karma's game plan might be starting to work out for them. But Luke finds a big hit.
Yeah, finds the hit, able to convert, gets some persona displacement going on. The sandwich. Nice, good roll out of the pressure. Don't got to deal with any of that. As a nice 5A counter hit on the air confirm. Gonna have to deal with V-slash pressure here. Actually, no, you don't have to deal with any of it at all. DP, LukeSky answering back with a DP. Karma answering back with a DP.
Your persona broken, though, so you're not going to be able to get the... Oh, no, you still are able to find the kill persona-less off this. LukeSky has those optimizations and is now up 2-1 in our winner's final.
Solid. Solid. Is V-slash a persona move?
I
don't think V-slash is a persona move.
I think V-slash isn't, but the follow-up to V-slash are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
V-slash is a persona move? Oh, that's crazy.
Really?
I don't think it even shows up for that. Interesting. The more you know.
But here we are. 2-1. LukeSky looking to secure this 3 out of 5 for our winner's final in this next game. But Karma looking to try to even it out once again like they did before. It is anyone's game, though. Good use of that 2A to also challenge and clear out the traps. You don't have to get that curse gauge down right there. Karma, though, recognizing these throws that LukeSky has shown a couple times now able to tech it out.
Yeah, and we've seen a Karma wants to adjust their strategy. Every match, they have won that first match so cleanly by just spending all of their cash. But after that, they kind of just, you know, get Yosuke out in the future rounds. So we'll see if they decide to do it this round. So far, not a Shadow Burst spend immediately. Maybe adjusting their strategy a little bit. But LukeSky answering back. You say, you know what, you're going to play honestly. I'm going to play honestly. I'm going to 5A, and you're going to get hit, and you're going to deal with it.
You're going to deal with this burst as well to lock you back down to the corner once again. Oh, I got hit right there with that deep cross-up right there.
That was a really good moonsault. And whiffs the JC, but unfortunate. Oh my god, that was such godlike burst bait. Holy hell, you are dead for that as LukeSky is approaching Grand Finals winner side. They're on the fate should be glowing gold.
Bro,
they're blessed fate right now.
LukeSky, check your phone contacts. You have Karma's number right now in this set.
Alright, solid. Yeah, no Shadow Burst available.
Now, we've seen Karma be in this situation and, like, still able to find these big comebacks and make these sets longer, but LukeSky, I think, really looking for that. Just needs that one hit to start getting their own party going, but low on that persona gauge, low on that health, low on that curse. Everything is very, very scary for them.
Yeah, their traps are working out for them very well. Yeah, you're dead. Karma's hanging on. Kick. Goodbye. Yeah, Karma, like, obviously you can't count Karma out, but that round I think is how you want to play this match, right? Like, run away, place traps, throw them all over the ground, and let Yosuke run into them. Because even though Yosuke's buttons are fast and they can blow up traps fairly easily, you still have to deal with them, and I don't know if you noticed, but Naoto got a gun.
Yep, yeah, so like you saw a lot of times where Luke would try to deal with the traps and then just immediately get shot for it, and either take a little bit of that chip damage or even, you know, like the Yosuke game plan, 800 damage adds up over time.
It adds up over time, and that was way more than 800 damage here, but Naoto manages to DP out. Gets hit by JB, no conversion, still has Shadow Burst, so has an out, spends it, is now on a hope and a prayer. B/connects, destroys all those traps. Nice, cross-up roll. Now at 0 fate. All they need is one hit.
So we'll see if they can find it right here. But LukeSky finds the overhead. No burst on deck. And as long as you keep it tight, that's going to be LukeSky 3-1 moving on to Grand Finals winner's side.
JB is a button, Tabby. JB is a button for sure.
She's grown on me. It was a character I didn't think was hyped for a long time. But definitely I am becoming more of a fan of her as time goes by.
We all got some growing up to do, you know?
Yeah.
It's how it goes. It's how it goes. Well, Yukari here in the brown for some reason. Not the pink ranger, the forest brown ranger.
Yeah, she's the green ranger. She's bringing out her dragon zord. It'll be fine.
It's like the green ranger after, like, playing in the mud. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult your colors, Flood. You're great. Anyways, immediately in, Aurha building that axe level. Horrible throw with. Oh my god, you are going to take so much from this. Red axe is online.
Yeah, you have to burst to try to keep yourself alive, but we roll out, but you still have to hold the Magarula. Not late or too late to be able to get the air unblockable, so it will stay at least a little bit alive right here. DP though, not going to work this time. You saw Flood baiting the burst right there, still finding that JA to connect.
Yep, counter hit after counter hit after counter hit. Gonna be getting a setup. Tries to roll out, but does not work. 5A catching. Really good roll coverage from Flood. And yeah, forces the burst here as Aurha wants that axe level, wants that match more importantly. But unfortunately, Magarula taking it to the sky is now on a pixel. There's no room for mistakes. Wake up EX chain. Why not? Let's just do it.
Yeah, it did clear out the Garu set, which you would see a lot of Yukari try to like jump across and use that to have it rehome. So Aurha doing a good job of keeping themselves safe. Unfortunately, you're not safe forever as Flood finds the run up 5A to take that first round.
Yeah, tries to use the meter to start some offense and do a conversion, but unfortunately does not work. And speaking of conversions, oh my god, what a 5B. This is 3.2K. I hope you enjoy it. Nice cross-up setup. The JC pulling them out of the corner.
Yeah.
And now you are back at neutral at a life deficit with Blue Axe, and it's only going to get worse from here. Yeah, just kidding. It got a little better, actually, but that's okay. Nice JB. Solid.
Yeah, couldn't find the hit, though, and a great pickup from Flood right here. Burst force for Aurha. Unfortunately, it did not connect like they wanted to, so as long as Flood keeps it tight, this round should go to them.
Yeah, that was a rough burst. It happens. Sorry, dust it off.
What a shocking finish!
Yeah.
Just like water under a bridge. Just blow that bad burst off your shoulders. You are A-okay. Yukari, one of those characters that really should not be doing this much damage, so I don't blame your urge to burst at all.
It's also like you're already in a losing situation. You're already down a round. If the burst works,
sure.
Then like it ends up being
sure. Yeah, no, you're right. Better. You're right. You had to do it at some point.
Yeah, you're not gonna let us say Garfield you had burst on commentary and just like lose the round with it.
Sometimes in this game, losing the round with burst is okay. Sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, it just happens. And Flood, I think, trying to create a repeat of what happened in our first game right here. But right now, good block from Aurha is getting charmed out, so all that meter getting slurped away. The DP, unfortunately, not going to work out too well as Flood was ready for it.
Yeah, and Flood actually drops the combo there and recovers anyways. I don't know if you noticed that 5 beam whiffing. And this is pressure. I would not burst here. You just got to accept the fact that you died. Move on to next round. Be on a shoestring amount of, let's say, runway. No matches left in the chamber. If Flood wins this, they do advance to losers final. But you have burst. Just got to get the axe level going.
But this was the hardest battle to fight at this point. You started at gray axe. You have to go all the way up. However, we're at green.
Well, we're at
Should
yellow
be at
now.
Yellow after this hit. Oh no, not enough.
Well, with DP, now you're at yellow. FluddSan had so much advantage. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get get Red Axe going real quick. Doesn't even need the super.
Need to spend. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was a lot of damage. So yeah, suddenly Aurha looks like they were at a resource deficit. Hits up with a random cross of JB. Flood deciding not to burst. Now has Red Axe. They will have to burst the next hit, or believe it or not, they might actually die. All right, just decides to burst. Don't know if they want to gold burst.
Yeah. Ooh, trades though gonna be good. JB connecting once again. Flood, bursts right at Awakening. Burst Magarula.
Nice, good roll out. Now covered by FluddSan. They guess the other way, and now, well, Aurha gets hit by the JA. All right.
See, another great roll out. We'll have to be a little bit cautious during this time without the persona, but it's okay. You have here nice OMC trying to bait out a DP mash from Flood, but it's not going to be coming. Cross of JB's block. DP will connect this time. Magarula once again, but you're not even near it.
Oh no, yeah, that's the wrong, they checked the wrong way. So they managed to get out for free. But with 75 meter and also another Magarula coming, you do have access to one defensive option. Flood looking for it, covers it, and unfortunately, FluddSan taking it over Aurha and advances to losers finals.
Yeah, excellent.
That was smart.
Excellent stuff. You saw them really prioritize rolling out of the Magarula.
In this game, to be honest, in terms of properties.
Yeah. Too many. There is too many properties in this game. You got head, body, chest, strike, throw.
Oh yeah, I mean head, body, chest. I know. I don't know. I don't know the difference between projectile and strike in this game, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, fortunately for us, I think our players do, and that's why they're getting into it. As we get into our losers finals, Flood versus Karma. Both these players want their run back against LukeSky, who knocked them down to here. So we'll see who will be able to come out on top. But right now, Karma looking pretty dominant.
Yeah, really good IBs, manages to find their way out with the JC. Just some solid pressure. Finally hits the IDJC. Nice OMC, good reactions. I don't know if that was an OS or a reaction to the burst UI, but oh my god, they're getting paid for that. Karma is awoken, but unfortunately no kill, but it doesn't matter. That was so sick. That was so sick.
That was, just
such good awareness.
Readiness for that. Yeah. Showing a very like heads up play that Karma is able to have even like this far into the tournament. So we'll see if they can keep it up though, because they're gonna have a bit of a mountain to climb as we are in our 3 out of 5 losers finals.
Yeah, Karma really wants that run back against LukeSky. Nice 5A match out. Cross up with the trap. Yeah, very solid air throw. Just keeping them in the corner. Not a whole lot of damage. Fate not really too much of a factor, although it will be very soon. Just solid pressure here as they whittle down, looking a little bit like the Yosuke match from earlier. Nice, yep, you're dead. Next round, let's go. Clean. Yeah, I really think they want that run back versus LukeSky.
Yep.
With the way that they're playing, if it keeps going like this, it will not take too long because those are some very fast rounds.
Yeah, and I think that is Karma's specialty, right? Is those very, very fast rounds. We saw it in the previous match versus LukeSky. Every time that they were getting these leads, these rounds were ending in 30-50 seconds at like the longest. So we will have to see if they can keep that up, or if Flood can reset it down a little bit, right? Bring it to the speed that Yukari wants to be at.
Yeah, and immediately bringing it to the speed Yukari wants with run up 5A, but unfortunately gets shot out of the sky as both players dance around, trying to find their pressure, trying to find out if they can knock on the door and get an opening.
Okay.
Dude, Karma's DPs have been so good this whole tournament. I feel like they never miss.
The only time they missed is when it was versus LukeSky, who's playing that one step ahead. But Karma just showing, hey, I'm going to deal as much damage as possible. All the overheads right here. I think you're close.
I think you're close. I don't think you're dead, but you're very close. Yeah, very, very, very close. Zero Fate probably will reset, as any hit will do it. And the 17 hit dead angle that absorbs 8 million swipes from the Persona manages to get hit in the final active frame. All right, solid anti-air. Again, DP's all hit. That's how it goes.
And finding more opportunities to open them up. Fate gauge running low right here, sitting only at 3 left. So Karma might be looking to close it out very quickly.
Yeah, Karma is playing out of their mind right now, actually. Like, it is very rare you see a match where both characters are at full screen and Yukari does not have the advantage. But Karma managing to just do some solid gameplay and just keep Yukari locked out. As I say that, of course, Commentators curse. Fat corner combo. Gonna probably be hit with mute here. Nope, just going for the EX setup.
Yeah.
Finds it.
Overhead off it as well, and should be able to kill as long as they keep it tight like this. Flood staying alive. The curse gauge gonna reset back to 7.
But Karma with Shadow Burst, again, this is a game of resources for Karma. And right now the resources are in their favor. They're fully stocked up. Both players trying to find their footing. Nice, good shot. Nice, good cross-up JA. It might have actually been same side. I don't even know. Gets hit by DP, and once again, we are back to just good old solid pressure and neutral. Both these characters not pressure monsters, but in this game, IEDs are so fast that even characters with big pressure can fit.
Let's see if we can find some way to open each other up, because right now we are just running away. Karma doing whatever they can to try to bring that curse gauge down to 0, but we've seen Flood be in this exact same situation before. Karma, though, is just one hit away at any point, has the Shadow Frenzy, has 50 meter on deck. Anything is possible.
If you get touched, you die, but also Yukari is not low damage by any stretch of the imagination. Yes, gets hit with the low, has to burst. Shadow mode now offline. This is 100% winnable, especially when you get unblockable, because you blocked one arrow from full screen, and what looked like a free win for Karma, Flood just turns it around and ties it up 1-1.
Yeah. Flood showing that no matter what, they will not be going down without a fight right here. And both players just immediately running back into it.
I feel like this is like the battle of two cheaters, you know? And like good old honest Yosuke, clearly one of the fairest characters in the game, just waiting on grand final side and being like, y'all cheaters, just fight it out.
It's that meme of like the I hate you and hope you die, and I just like playing with toys, and Yosuke's up there just waiting to play with his kunai. Well, we got 2 villains down here in the losers final.
That's right, good old honest Yosuke waiting around. All right. Nice.
Nice staggers right there.
Yep, good tech. Yeah, both characters playing this very patiently, just going for 5A fishing. Nothing wrong with a bunch of stray hits to win a game. You don't need to be explosive at every moment of the match. And Karma finds the stray trap hit. Gonna be a lot of fate, a lot of damage. Yukari now in Awakening has access to Magarula. If Karma airblocks any hit, they could just get unblockable for free.
Yeah, let's see Karma, though, just try to find whatever opportunity they can to bring that fate gauge down. Falling into the trap will be what they're looking for. Gets the cross up on the JC right there. And a raid super at the very end should be just enough.
Yeah, pretty rare you see traps actually be used as traps. I don't think that FluddSan knew that was there.
Yeah, Naoto traps do the funny thing of disappearing after a little bit of time, so if you're not remembering exactly where they are, and when you're not the Naoto player, it can always be a little tricky.
Yeah, very testament coded in that way, like a relatively fair testament tree. Nice. Gonna get some solid pressure here. Very nice conversion. Are they gonna side switch? Nope, no conversion. Nice! Switch to air throw, goes low. The Persona Classic. Air throws in this game do not have any landing recovery, or at least not more than the default. But unfortunate, a 2B whiff. And now the fate is coming.
Yeah, no kick right, whiff kick right there. So just trying to go for the reset. Pop Shadow Frenzy, you found the hit, and you'll find the Maho right here.
Where did that come from? Wait,
downtown.
What?
It
How did
came
he-
from
like, it's like he knew.
downtown.
It's like he knew. He literally said, I want to hit this 5B real quick. Let me hit this 5B real quick. I got this.
Karma just turned around and said, check this out. And there we go. A quick run to 2-1 for Karma. Still needs one more game to close it out. See if they can come up on top right here, or Flood will be able to tie it 2-2.
Yeah, Shadow Naoto is one of those characters that instantly wins matches. For those who are not aware, I'll go over it one more time before we get into grands. There is a fate gauge underneath the health bar. You see it here at 13. Basically, what happens is that as Naoto shoots you, uses trap, generally uses special moves, the fate gauge ticks down to 0, and when it's at 0, Naoto can use instant kill moves and literally just delete you for existing. So if you see that gauge going down, you are doomed. It is literally, you are doomed. The skull is online, and your health bar is not important. You literally just die.
And you have to do your best job to avoid, getting that gauge down. But you can't be safe forever right here. Burst Magarula, as you're in Awakening right now, thought that they had the screen space to get the backdash after the parry right there, which normally does work versus Magarula, but at that exact full screen range, didn't work. So Karma taking a bunch of damage right here, but it's fine. Raid should be just enough to close it out right here. Oh, no, it's out of pixel because you had to walk too far on the third shot.
No, that worked. Yeah, that worked.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you're good. You're good.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised that killed. After that super, I don't know if you noticed, each of those bullets did like 10 damage, but it was just enough. All you needed. Yeah, so Karma here on match point for losers finals wants the redemption against LukeSky. We'll see if FluddSan can pull it back. FluddSan and Yukari are hero of this match. Somehow. But you know what? Even heroes get their comeuppance. Fate at 0, 50 meter on. You're dead. Goodbye.
You're dead, yeah. As long as you
See
just don't do
ya.
anything crazy. Hama comes away, and we just fade away to the other side.
right.
Karma with the quick 3-1 over FluddSan.
A huge victory.
Shadow Naoto is some shit.
Yeah,
Shadow Naoto is a character of all time, actually.
she is a one-of-a-kind character that will... We'll see if Karma can, take it. They do have to not only win this set, but then win the next set in the reset. LukeSky only needs to take 3 games, and we've seen them do it before. I actually even think maybe the only game they've dropped so far this entire tournament has been to Karma. Yeah, the only game they've dropped so far to this entire tournament is to Karma, so we'll see if Karma can repeat that, or if LukeSky can show some dominance. But right now, Karma says, I think I've got you figured out.
Yep, and immediately just incrementing that fate gauge. They did this a lot last time, and it didn't end up working out for them, although I think it is the correct play. Immediately just farming that fate and putting them on the next hit loses situation. And right now, this will not get you enough meter because you can't auto-combo farm here. Just kidding.
Yep.
I was looking at the wrong meter. You're dead.
Just enough right there. Spend it where you can, because they know the longer these sets go on, that gives LukeSky more opportunities to get the one hit, and you just can't guess correctly versus Yosuke. Like there's becomes a time where you will be wrong, and that can lead to a huge snowball effect. So Karma, I think, doing a really good job of cashing in wherever they can. And even that burst gauge already almost back for them.
I feel like Karma play... Okay, I have an analogy for you. I feel like Karma plays Shadow Naoto like it's chess. I feel like their book openings are like actually cracked. Like they know what to do in every single situation, and they've studied every single resource and every single health value. Like they have just got this down to a science. But LukeSky saying, you know what? I hate theory. I'm just gonna kick your ass. Actually, you stupid nerd.
See, sometimes though you have to remember LukeSky. He's playing chess too.
Yeah, he's playing chess too. What, the one by what's his face?
Yeah, it's got the the double queens board.
Right, exactly. Whoever's close to the center wins or whatever.
Yes, yeah.
Gotta make chess too. We'll do it one day. All right. Well, regardless of analogies, both players playing some good old-fashioned honest neutral. LukeSky has plenty of fate to work with. At this point, they just need any hit, but manages to get some pressure going. Now that the OMC is blocked, this pressure is pretty much up.
Yeah, get some poison on a hit, finds another trade, but the poison's going to tick away because of that. But LukeSky still with the patience, able to secure that round. And only lost 7 curse right there, so going to gain a little bit more back, so Karma still has a little bit of a hill to work on if they want that IK.
Yeah, just realized that it was not a match that Karma could win, right? 24 seconds. Again, this is a game of resources. It is a fighting game, but it is a game of resources. And the classic strike the pose into the 5A mash does not get counter hit quite in time, but I gotta give points to Karma for not reacting to whiff throw, whiff throw. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
And another DP. Yeah, another DP. You've lost 6 fake age, literally just off DP.
Keep it up. So far, good, like really good blocks in the later stage of this game. V/, gonna just go for the fadeaway, set up the SB kunai, but the Persona call forces the burst out for Karma right here.
Yeah, and this is now looking like a rough round to win. It can be done, but it is not going to be quite as much of a free meal ticket. They have to win this the old-fashioned way. 25 meter, incrementing up. Solid Yosuke pressure. You cannot block this forever. No 2B, just runs up throw instead, and Yosuke, LukeSky, taking the first match here.
I do have to say the Yosuke JB clashing with the 5D call from Karma was insane, and it was really great on Karma to also be able to recognize that situation and capitalize on it, being able to punish LukeSky for that ending up working out in Karma's favor for whatever reason it did.
Yeah, both of these players extremely aware right now.
Mm-hmm. And you have to be to get to this stage of this kind of tournament right here. Both these players have fought through people who have won some of the biggest events for Persona.
Yeah, it's also kind of crazy. Like, I think Karma, it's kind of a repeat of what happened in most of the sets last time they played in this tournament, excuse me, where they basically win the first round for free and then just cannot stack up the resources they need to finish it out. Every single first match has gone Karma's way, and again, I feel like I'm watching the same thing over and over, but it is still the right decision, even if it doesn't work out every match. This is probably Karma's to win, and all they need to do is clutch out the next 2 rounds. One of the next 2 rounds, excuse me.
It's a very interesting thing, because that has not been, I feel like, Karma's game plan historically, right? I feel like historically they've been a lot more like, I'm going to try my best to win the first one, keeping all my resources, and then saving them for the second round. But definitely, I think they feel like they need to change their game plan, because it didn't work versus Luke, and so far,
yeah,
Luke is continuing to just open him up again and again.
Yeah, this pressure is really hard to escape. DPs are working out way more often than we're not. Okay, now you're in a good position to win. The burst has been spent. You have to find the meter. You do not, because I believe this started with an EX attack. So you have one more chance.
Yeah, parries out of the overhead attempt right there. Nice OMC, catches you up right there with the JB once again, hitting super low. And Karma is going to lose this round once again, because LukeSky had the exact confirm needed.
Yeah, this time it's okay, though, because the match lasted long enough where they got Shadow Burst back, right? So Naoto is basically in the exact same situation they were last time. Immediately spends the burst, says, you know what, I'm going to play solid enough to get it back next round. That is A-okay, as LukeSky is now suffering in the corner.
Well, yeah, because a lot of these Naoto reps do lead into auto combos, so you are going to get that bonus, especially as this round goes longer. It only got like 1,100. That was crazy.
All right, pressure's up. Yeah, this time canceled sweep. Sweep has been getting jabbed quite. Oh wow, nice conversion. Actually, who cares about that? Shadow LukeSky is cooking right now.
Oh, you're dead.
Are you dead? Are you really dead?
With the poison build up, you're gonna be able to. Oh no, you're gonna be just close.
I
thought
okay.
burst would. If it went a little longer, that burst would have built up, and I thought the OMB could come at the last second, but. This is still a bit of an uphill battle. You have to guess for your life. The overhead comes through, and you get IK'd right there. Karma making a big comeback right there.
Yeah, even when you're winning in this match, sometimes you are still losing just from playing the game. And, wow, nice anti-air. That was very cute. I do not see that very often. All right. Oh, good moonsault. Gets the counter hit. Going to be some decent damage. V/ is Yosuke's greatest gift. As it sets up the Oki's hit the pressure.
I do like this as well. Karma recognizing that maybe parry isn't working out super well for them a lot. So when they are getting it, they're already just auto-canceling it in the backdash, trying to just create a little bit more space and trying to zone out LukeSky.
Yeah, Naoto's DP is like the most annoying DP of all time, actually. It may not look like much, but I hate it. I hate it with all my bones. Actually, in this match, if you're watching it, this DP actually looks really stupid.
Yeah.
Maybe everyone here knows. And I am pretty sure you're cooked here. Yep. If Karma's popping it, you know that Karma has done the math. They have calculated all possible outcomes, and that is a free kill as Karma gets a match.
Finds the 5K routing right at the very end right there and gets a point on the board. But this is basically a repeat of their winter finals match where it was pretty even, and then LukeSky secured another round and then was able to secure that round number 3. So it's really up to Karma right here to see if they can change fate to not have it repeat itself.
I think they'll be okay.
Yeah.
I would put $5 on it.
Side betting from the commentary booth?
I'll side bet as a commentator. Yeah. For those watching, that's a joke. All right. Yes. Really starting out. Yeah, I think the adaptation here from Karma was really good. It's funny that the match that went the worst for them at the start is the one that they won, but the matches that have started out the best are the ones that they lose. So because this match is starting out so much in LukeSky's favor, I think Karma is going to win this match. That's my guess. That's my prediction as a commentator.
I do think there's the potential for that, right? I think them recognizing, like, okay, I have limitations to the amount of energy I can put into a given game, so maybe not spending it all out at the get-go will be what they need for success, but so far this is looking good for Karma to make this slow progress to even up these life bars. But Luke just needs one big hit to really close it out right here.
Nice. Good persona break. As the chat has noted, it disables V-Slash, which shuts off a lot of Yosuke's options, but Karma not overextending, does not want to go in too hard, knows that they are at advantage just sitting far away in an amazing tech, actually, but now on the back foot, and yeah, 5A likely catching jump start up there.
And it was huge as well if you saw that fighting that DP actually persona broke Karma, so that stopped them from doing a lot of their more tricky options to get out of some of these stagger windows that LukeSky wanted to bring. It turns off their parry completely, so excellent from Luke right here. But once again, we've seen this before, and it ends up going into Karma's favor.
Nice. Very good 5A mash. Good air throw, looking like Guilty Gear. Pressure's on. Finally, DP gets baited. This is what LukeSky needed. If you can bait DPs, you are going to win this match because the DPs are doing so much work for Karma. Shot. Chase boot. And fate is looking pretty dire here for LukeSky. 0 fate. Random hits will do it, but Moonsault and it. Oh, Karma! That was not a great burst.
Speaking of the Garu, has the 50 meter to OMC to get the extra damage right here, but we'll use the OMB instead just to make sure it kills. LukeSky now up 2-1.
Yeah. Karma needs to take a deep breath. They found the match, right? They found the one match that went their way, and it was actually the one where they were struggling the hardest. But from struggle comes success. I think Karma just needs to lock in. Just lock in. That's all you gotta do is lock in.
Just simply lock in.
Just simply lock in, and the win will be yours.
However, it is the biggest hill to climb here. Your back is to the wall. LukeSky has the momentum from this last set going into it. Anything is possible. You'll have to see who comes out on top. Karma already playing a little bit more defensively in the early stages, trying to see what Luke's going to do, but Luke just willing to always be running in, always using the Jiraiya to cover his entrance.
Yeah, one thing I haven't mentioned, LukeSky's Abare this match has been kind of insane.
Yep.
Like blocking 5B and deciding, you know what, I'm going to mash 5A and it works out for him is actually crazy. I know Yosuke is one of the best to ever do it, but still.
No persona available on deck right here, so you can see right there not being able to get those V-slash follow-ups that they were looking for right here. So we instead just got to add up a bunch of damage for free. Pops the burst right here, trying to keep the tempo, but a great SB tactical roll right here for Karma, and this is huge with the Shadow Frenzy to get that gauge down, or get your health down to 0.
Yep, 800 Fangs. SMP avoidance is no longer in the game, but it doesn't matter when they just added Shadow Burst anyways. And Karma, listening to the instructions, they are locked in. Nice, yes, DP. Just keep doing it. It's free real estate. It's free real estate.
Planning the roll to get out of here. Really trying to lock him down. Unfortunately, can't make anything big happen with that corner positioning, so Karma able to escape. go.
Alright, nice block on the JC. Again, DP doing hella work.
Oh, but SB Kunai has been just clipping Karma in a lot of these situations. Luke almost getting hit by the trap right there, but they know have to be careful because their persona broken. They only have 4 curse gauge left, so Karma can make a lot happen with a little resources.
Yeah, it's interesting when the when the persona card's broken, it doesn't really do it does a decent amount to Yosuke's neutral. The thing that it shuts down is just like they just can't convert off anything as well as they could. That's why they spent EX Assault last round. They just wanted time back to get their persona so they can actually get knockdowns on hits. It turns them into like a P4A character.
It really does, but
it doesn't matter. It doesn't. As I was saying that and explaining it, you're dead. Oh no, not enough. Okay. Yeah, don't do that to me, Karma. Do not do that to me, Karma.
Well, I don't think Karma wanted to do that to themselves, but they had to quickly adapt to that situation and now have tied it 2-2.
They're still staying in here.
Yeah. I hope you got your drinks, your snacks, your blankets, and get ready because I think we might be in for a long one right here with how these two players are playing.
I am literally chugging coffee and water like at the same time. I'm like, I need hot. Like these matches have been like really good, and my voice is starting to crumble into little pieces. But I want Karma to reset it. I do not care if I am dead tomorrow. I need more Persona 4 Arena. It never happens. This game is too godlike. I want to see it all.
I will trade the physical ailments to see more of this gameplay right here. Good bait right there on the DP, using the JC, knowing that you can safe jump out of it, but Karma still was prepared for it, but they weren't prepared for the Great Abari coming out from LukeSky once again.
Yep, nice, JB. Solid damage. Damage doesn't matter here. The fact that you are just putting them in that situation again and again and again, it gets so frustrating so quickly. And now here we are once again. All right, decides to let the pressure go. The release valve has been turned, and now we are back to good old honest neutral. Wow, that was really good.
Yeah.
Very nice timing. Very nice awareness.
Karma has been very good at that as these sets are progressing versus all the different players, finding the exact timings they need to shoot the gun to make sure that their enemies' personas can't be coming back right here. Luke, though, really just trying to find one big open. He can't find it just yet. Karma having some great instant blocks.
That was... I think that all hit same side. I think that actually all hit same side. That's crazy. All right. Now a negative penalty, but... Cross up 5A. Yosuke is so fast.
Yeah.
And now Yosuke on tournament point versus Karma. But again, every single first match Karma loses, they find a way to clutch it out in the end. Will they have the energy to reset the bracket here? That is not how it starts, but no punish on the DP.
Yeah. So they just have to be a little careful. They need to keep this curse gauge up for as long as possible, but it's going to be gone now. So Karma just needs one touch just like that. But they didn't find the Shadow Frenzy confirm afterwards.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't kill. Might have been something that I don't know. But either way, oh my god, cross up into Moonsault. If you spend Shadow Burst here or Burst in general, you are in so much trouble, and now you have to. Just kidding, dropped combo.
Yeah, I think Luke maybe was trying to bait around it, but you have to pop Shadow Frenzy right here, trying to get the kick anti-air, and it's going to work!
What is happening? What is happening? Are you gonna burst here? No, you're still alive. Oh my god, EX full out. What are you doing?
It doesn't matter what you're...
LukeSky takes the tournament over Karma in the most scramble situations ever, and they are your TNS champion.